Wheel of time, you say? I have no idea. But I do love this chair. It's great. Ooh, what's that? Hey, a pine cone. Mmm, smells delightful. Ah, let's get that out of here. Let's go. Man, my own bones are aching. I like going for a walk. Hey, that's a birdie. Look at that up there. I like birdies. Oh, what's that over there in the forest? Oh, you know what I could really go with? A tree hug. Wonderful.
Could be a record. That house. How long? Keep doing it.
Karn! Whoa! Hey, how are we doing? I didn't expect to be here tonight, but people share stuff, and here we are. There's 18 of y'all here. What's up? Oh my God, Steven Doran. I will have to watch tonight. Really looking forward to see what you have to say. Hey, what's up, Flopsy? What's going on? You going to bed? You just saying hi? All right, buddy. You good? All right. Alexander, 2 days in a row. Heck yeah. All right. What's up, Nick? Thanks, Alex. Jeremy, what's happening is right. Aldan in the house. How you doing in the reading department? Struggling. What type of pull is that? Josh asks. Well, usually it's a runaway. I'm assuming it's a runaway. Yeah. Yeah, I figured as much. But we already know the answer. But you gotta have a poll in there sometimes, right? Just get the audience engagement going, right? Stay Hobo, what's up? Alan, how you going? The man on the street, how you doing, buddy? Nathan, how you doing? If anyone votes Rand in this poll, you're red hard. Just ended my stream so I can watch this train wreck. Well, hey, thanks for calling my stream a train wreck. I appreciate it. Thanks, buddy. Absolutely, every drop. Don't. Hey, the info comes out. I gotta be here for it, right? I mean, so did somebody vote Rand? No. Okay, good. We all should know better. What's up, Jim? Good to see you. Luigi, good to see you. Luigi Frank Bob, good to see you. So, I'm not going to beat around the bush too much. It happens to come. I spent some time looking for it. I couldn't find it, but apparently at CCXP, where our man on the street. I'm kidding. I know. Our man on the street, I don't think he's on the street anymore. He's comfortably at home after his live stream. In Brazil, apparently some more news dropped out of Brazil. Apparently, they showed a portion, the very beginning of season 3, episode 1. Now, the footage hasn't shown up anywhere, but there is a little synopsis of what happens. Okay, so we're gonna take a look. We're gonna take a look and see what we're in for. Now, if you remember, there is some validity to this because if you remember, Rafe the Rafer has been on record saying the first 10 minutes are like 13 old women tearing each other apart or something like that. Isn't that what it is? Is that what you said? Something like that? I don't know. But yeah, so we get a little view into the window of what's going to happen. Now, usually this I probably would have saved this for something else, but it's actually quite funny. There's some It's not funny. It hurts. It's so bad. I don't even know, like, oh God in heaven. All right, here we go. We're not even so. Thank you, Laurent. Good to see you. Sam 8000. Good to see you. trademark coming in. Favorite Matt's favorite character. Good to see you. Uh, so yeah, we already got 25 people here, so we're not gonna beat around the bush. So we have Wheel of Time season 3 episode 1 footage sees Leandrin confronted by 13 sisters in explosive opening. Explosive. That's a whew, that's a big bed. I wonder if it's going to be in the courtyard. Are they going to repurpose that courtyard set? I mean, if they're all laying down on their backs to get that giant explosion, they're going to have to remodel the sets. I don't know if they can fit them all in there on their backs. What's up, Mark? Good to see you, buddy. What do you guys think? Maybe they'll hang them from the roof? Hmm. So Leandrin. So what was the quote? What does anybody? I think it's actually in the article, so I'm not going to go searching for it. That's what I'm thinking. Yes, I'm not gonna repeat it, but yes. I forget what the quote is, but it's something about a bunch of old ladies, blowing each other up. Salty sent in DM. Okay, hold on, let me see here. Hold on, let me catch up a minute. My internet doesn't want to. My internet, of course, does not want to work. Come on. Oh, for fuck's sake. All of a sudden, X doesn't want to open up. All right, well, at least it hasn't kicked me off freaking. I mean, let me try it on my phone. Bear with me. Technical, this is a pro. Where was it? Oh, okay, here we go. I don't have a DM. Maybe it's just my internet is messed up. Oh, X is down or something. Whatever. Well, we'll get to it. I'm not gonna. I'll try and get. I don't know. X doesn't seem to be working. So maybe it's being DDoSed. I don't know. I don't think it's you. It's X. So it's no big deal. So Rafe has said we're going to have a bunch of old ladies flinging power and fighting in the opening extreme action scene. Okay, so this is where okay, so 13 sisters against Leandrin. Okay, so here we go. So episode 1 footage has been shown at CCXP showcasing Leandrin getting confronted by 13 sisters in an explosive opening for the fantasy series. Hold on. Let's see. Okay. Reveal the world. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Now Prime deliver the first. Okay. So, Leandrin accuses. Okay. Here. So here. Picture. Let's picture. Let's get into Shatter Logoth. Okay. Let's think about Shatter Logoth. Okay. Think about Shatter Logoth. Okay. So, it begins with women in blue and white walking past those in red in the throne room that looks a lot like Shadar Logoth of the Amerlin Sea. Establishing the Watcher of the Seals is also coming. Leandrin accuses Suan Sanche of breaking custom laws, but after a lengthy conversation about Rand and Mormame escaping, Leandrin is accused of being a dark friend. This results in a fight between Leandrin and 13 sisters after the former uses her powers inside the chamber. The battle makes it look like Leandrin will have the upper hand, even cutting a woman in half with her powers. When all the sisters fall, the fight becomes between her and Suan, who arrive at a stalemate when they both fall. So let's unpack. Leandrin takes out 12 Mice to Die. Even cutting one in half. Leandrin kills 13 Aes Sedai. Oh my god, let me just read this again, okay? Okay. The battle, it looks like Leandra will have the upper hand. The upper hand. She's going to have the upper hand on 13 Aes Sedai. "13 she kills. So how are they going to top that scene? So me and Will were talking about it. They may not depose Suon. Dovey, what's up? Luther, good to see you. Exactly. There you go. Oh yes, they accuse someone of being a dark friend when they're supposed to act like they believe that Black Aja doesn't exist, but they don't even, you know. What's linking? What's a link? Alan, 13 Aes Sedai versus 1. Leandrin isn't even that skilled in the power. She kills 13. She kills 13. 12. I'm sorry, 12 Aes Sedai. Unless it's 14 including Suon. But that's not even unpacking. So okay, so here. So okay. But there's more. There's more. Okay, so she kills 12 or 13 Aes Sedai. Then Suon finally is able to overpower them to where they both succumb and faint, apparently. The scene then cuts to Rand and Moiraine out on the city streets, seemingly aware of what's going on inside the throne room. Does this fucking mean that Rand al'Thor, the Dragon Reborn, is back in Tar Valon with Moiraine, who is supposed to be banished? Is Rand back in Tar Valon? Like, am I taking crazy pills? Like, wherever they are, there's now a group of at least 13 sisters there with the Dragon Reborn, and he's just walking away. Why is Rand near any Aes Sedai at all? Mule's here. What's up? What's up? Moiraine is Black Aja. You know it. No, she's not. She's the hero She's the hero we deserve. What are you talking about? She's the hero. So I'm just trying to unpack this. Leandrin kills 12, at least 12, maybe 13 sisters. She is then overpowered by Suon Sanche, who fights her to a stalemate. Rand and Moiraine are then escaping in the city streets, aware that Leandrin is killing people in the throne room. The footage ends on a cliffhanger with the promise of showing there are 10 more minutes. They continue in the same vein after that. So Moiraine is just Leandrin's just gonna come running down the street after Moiraine and come back here, Rand. I am going to kill you. Oh my god. How much you want to bet it's that scene we saw in the trailer of Alana like shooting rocks and destroying the street, and her and that's how it like Alana and Leandrin face off in the streets, and she saves Rand and Moiraine, who are running away, and they just keep running until they hit the desert, and they're like, oh my god, we made it to the wastes. How about that? Why is Rand anywhere near 13 Aes Sedai? What's up? Why are you apologizing? Good to see you, bud. It's wild. And then we add a comment. There's 10 more minutes of this shit. Like, great. There's 10 more minutes of it. Like, I don't. Oh God, what am I misinterpreting this? So, hold on. she's clearly stronger than Rand. Duh, of course, yes. 13 is kind of a magic number. No, it's not. What are you talking about? 13 is not a magic number in Wheel of Time. Are you kidding? Okay, hold on. Salty just sent. I think Twitter finally started working. Maybe. Maybe. Nope, still not working. That's weird. I don't know. I'll keep trying. It popped up on my phone. I don't know. Why it's not popping up. Funky D, what's up? You know I'm not going to watch this season, right? I don't blame you. I'm watching it because because it's funny sometimes, and you know I enjoy laughing with you guys about it. So, do you think this? Do you think this is worse than the first two seasons? Yes, I think it's probably going to be absolutely 100% worse. Which is a low bar. Because you know it's one of those. We're already just completely off the rails, and we like that's the first 10 minutes is we have Leandrin overpowering fucking 13. All kidding aside, like right, 13 is a magic number, right? I mean, we all know this. 13 is the number Rand's always afraid of, right? I mean, it's not like this is like some. You know, it's not like 13 is an important number in the Wheel of Time, right? Certain things can't be done with a circle of 13, right? I mean, we all. So I don't understand. You know, it's one of those. So they deliberately use the number 13. That's so weird. I don't know why it's not loading. They deliberately use the number 13, and then she just rolls them. She just like rolls through them like it's like chopped liver. It's wild. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, dude, this is what they show. This is what they're saying they showed the first at the yeah. This is. I don't see why this isn't legit. I can look for several other articles if you want, but oh god, I didn't even read the rest. I just read this part. When all the sisters fall, the fight becomes between her and Suan. Yeah, and Rand and Moran are running through the streets of Tarvalon. So, you know, it's. Remember, Leandrin is old enough to have a son dying of old age. Maybe they are equating age with power. Dude, I don't know what they're doing. They like it's they don't know what they're doing. Like what it means for new episodes. Leandrin has been backed into a corner. Leandrin getting confronted about being a dark friend was inevitable. She directly sold Egwene. Yeah, so whatever. Since Wheel of Time starting a new season 3 will be starting with her betrayal getting resolved. It appears the story will begin by tying up loose ends from previous episodes. It could also establish a larger role for the Red Aja moving forward as she grows more attuned to the darkness she'll now be aligned with. What? Oh my god. Oh, so I did laugh at this. This is our take of our take on the Wheel of Time season 3 episode 1's footage. Look at the picture they chose. Oh God in heaven. Like, how is that the picture they chose? Look at the picture they chose. Oh, an action-packed beginning. Hits a strong follow-up. they picked dying Rand. I fucking love it. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Man, this is peeving me off. Oh, okay. Two sisters could shield Loghain, but 13 can't shield Leandrin. Please make this make sense. Well, not only could they not shield her, she sliced and diced them. Jeremy, like exactly. I don't know why anyone would think anything but the utmost, writing and sense of honor from a place called you know, like Screen Rant, right? I mean, you know. Oh man, the footage promises a strong follow through with the action-packed nature of season two's finale. Oh boy, we're gonna follow up that shit with more shit. Wonderful. Potentially ushering in a new age for the series, given how well received Wheel of Time's final sure, well received. Oh my god. So, I can't even. I fucking can't even. Hold on a sec. So I just want because we just got the trailer, right? So I have to. So hold on. Let me do this. Let me do. Okay, I don't. Man, the only thing it won't let me into is X marks the spot. Well, I'll keep trying. Um. Did they take it off their front page already? Yeah, I am I'm just gonna say straight up disappointed in the fandom. Only 1,000K downvotes. No good. We got like, come on. I guess everybody just forgot about it. There's only 250,000 views. So, how much you want to bet that? Where is it? Where is it? It's this scene right here. Not this scene. No, that scene right there. I'm gonna slow this bitch down. I don't know why they hate rocks so much. Why do Ice and I hate rocks so much? I don't understand. Man, this trailer is gonna be the gift that keeps on giving. All right, so this is gonna be it right here. She's gonna be throwing rocks at Leandrin. And you ask me why I think that? Because is it later here, or is it earlier where they have a little like close encounter fight, hand to hand combat with So here, that looks like a Gwen. I don't know what that is, but where is it? It's here somewhere. God damn. There's so many little short jump cuts in this trailer. It's almost impossible to find anything. Come on. Come on. Where's the close up fight between the two of them? I know it's here. There it is. Here you go. Here you go. I still can't get over this trailer. Here you go. See, Leandrin's all bloody in the face. There's Alana. They're in close quarters, doing a little wrestle thing. She hits her in the face with like the brain sucker weave. I guess I don't know what this is. What do you think? Do you think this is 100% the fight as Leandrin runs after Rand and Moraine as they leave Tarvalin? No, Alana's not going to die. One of her warders is going to die. Sorry, I got to keep that water intake going. Sorry, just got off work, so let me try Twitter one more time. Aha! I've made it. Okay, what did you send me? Oh, well, maybe I didn't make it. I thought I made it. There we go. Okay, here it is. All right, deadline. Okay, so oh yes, okay. So here's the bonkers synopsis. Okay. So this is what we're talking about here. All right. The first 15 minutes of season 3 is one of the most bonkers set pieces I've ever seen on television, said the idiot, who, together with Rosamund Doe Pike, Daniel Henney, costume designer, makeup, hair, blah, blah. I was just watching it this week, and it's absolutely bananas what our team pulled off. A bunch of women in their 40s and 50s shredding each other, and it's a wonderful to behold. So apparently shredding each other equates to uh uh Leandrin just executing. Oh God. What is this? Salty just sent me something else here. Hold on. What is this? Yeah. Makers reveal the premiere date. The announcement during the show. Rising tensions. Yes. The newly released trailer highlights. Influence the new season. It's free. Lanfear, hot on the trail of Rand as Rand ties season explores a deep relationship. Okay, hold on. You wanted to come on for this, Salty? I'll send you a link. Hold on. Here, I'll send you a link. This is your find. Here, I'll send it. We all want Salty on here. You guys want Salty on here, right? Here, let's hit it. And any of the other regulars, if you want on, let me know. We're just chilling. Oh God. So if you go between the two things, so these two things so far, you have Leandrin is killing 12 Aes Sedai and then running out in the street. And so you're running out of the street right here. Where is it? Here. Fighting Alana, who Alana then stands up to her after I guess she wakes up and runs away from Suan. I guess. What's up, James? It's because the Rock doesn't feel like an island never. Yes, I think Scream Out may have gotten some of the details incorrect. Pix posted someone's description of what they showed on Red Hand. So how do they get it wrong? Like how what did they get wrong? Moraine, the only way Rand lives is if I die. Me, hear me out. Who says one of you has to live? Exactly. There you go. They're going to use the 3 oaths to try to explain why Leandrin wins if they try to explain it at all. Right, because they didn't feel in danger until the first woman got cut in half, and by that time it was too late, right? I mean, you brought up a good point before. They're not even supposed to be okay, Trip. You brought up a good point. They're not even at this point in the story. They're in full denial that it even that the Black Aja is a thing. All right, here. Trip sent me this. Let me highlight this, and we'll see. Wow, that's big. That's big text. Shit. I got too many windows open. All right, let's see here. Okay. So we see Rand land Moraine and Egwene in a semi-desert area, possibly near the Aiel Waste, but with plenty of vegetation still region. The men are practicing the swords, and Rand Land is asking him what is wrong, but Rand only. I don't. These are completely different. Wait a second. How are they? I'm so confused. Did they show people different scenes then? We see Rand land Moraine Egwene in semi-vegetation is still region. The men practicing swords, and Rand seems disturbed. Lan asks him what's wrong, but Rand only looks at him and continues training from a distance. Moraine mentions a wound on Egwene's neck that still hasn't. What? 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 Oh boy, here we go. Moraine mentions a wound on Egwene's neck that still hasn't healed despite healing being applied to it. Self-inflicted, perhaps. The Aes Sedai then talk about the deterioration of Rand's mind each time he channels, but Egwene doesn't seem pleased with this topic. Like, I so I don't understand. I don't get it. Like, so that's the first. You have another one here too. So that's one of two. No, that's one of three. Hold on. Here's another piece. Like, I don't get this. How is it? I, I don't understand. I don't understand. We are at the doors of the White Tower Hall where the audience with the Amberlin seat is about to take place. Several Aes Sedai are gathered outside, and Leandrin. Oh, okay. So Screen Rant only jumped right to okay. Well, Aes Sedai are gathered outside, and Leandrin, along with the Red Sitters, prepare to enter the hall, but they're stopped by Leanne. Leanne allows only Leandrin to enter, arguing that only one sitter is needed in the hall. Reluctantly, Leandrin enters as Suan is announced. Leander begins accusing Suan regarding the events of the previous season, to which the Amberlin counters and accuses Leander of being capable of breaking the three oaths as she belonged to the Black Aja. The proof, a witness brought to this audience, Nynaeve, whom Leandrin kidnapped and handed over to the Shanchan. Nynaeve enters the hall looking somewhat apprehensive. This is possibly worse. Looking somewhat apprehensive, Suan and the Aes Sedai weave at Leandrin to shield her and begin injuring her. But the Red fights back and summons other members of the Black Aja hidden among the sitters to her aid. A chaotic battle ensues among the channelers, with Alana and Leanne defending the Amberlin against the Black Sisters. Weaves are flung, Aes Sedai are sliced in half, columns in the hall are destroyed, chaos reigns. Suan keeps her weave on Leandrin. It seems more like she's burning the Red than just shielding her, until she's struck by debris and knocked unconscious. Nynaeve in the background charges the channel, but unsurprisingly faces her block and can't help, though she isn't harmed when we then see Moraine on the streets of Tarvalin looking towards the White Tower as the explosion emanates from it. What in the fuck is going on? Holy shit. What the fuck? Holy shit. I can't. I'm at a loss. We gotta. Oh my. Okay, we gotta. Okay. Okay, we gotta break this down. Okay, hold on a sec. Trip, thank you. Wow. Where did Pixel get this? Thank you. Thank Pixel for me. I can never. It's Pixel Callus, right? So yeah. So first of all, fucking screen rant is so bad. Oh my god, screen rant is the worst. That's number one. What, dude? Orange screen? Wow, you good?
Oh, I am anything but good.
Good night, Nate. We'll see you later, buddy.
This is awful.
Do they say Agent Smith from the Matrix will show up and see? He might as well be there. Like, did you hear that shit? I don't. You heard me. Thank you, Trip. So this sounds a lot like this sounds a lot more like what is happening than the Screen Rant version. So it's wild that Screen Rant seemed to have got it that wrong. Number one, I don't know who they sent to watch the footage, but obviously they didn't watch it.
It was on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
Man.
It was obviously lost in translation.
It's the big orange screen that threw me off. I did. I already threw you like salty.
It is crazy though. This teaser.
Well, it's like I mean, so like at least it reads like a real scene, but it's just like it's like what am I don't like what the fuck is this? It's wild. Let me bring it back up. There it is. Like it's crazy. Like, how does Screen Rant get it so wrong? Is number one. Like, if you're sitting there watching the same scene, and Screen Rant comes out with Leandrin killed 12 fucking Aes Sedai and ran after Rand and Moraine. It's like, what? It's like, I don't understand. Hold on, hold on. It's like, and then like this, at least this is like a fully fledged out. You know, somebody was actually watching it, but it's like we see Rand. So Rand, Lan, Moraine, and Egwene are in a desert. So apparently Egwene is traveling with them, I guess. Possibly, but how is Moraine and Tar Valon too? Possibly near the Aiel Waste, but with plenty of vegetation in the region. The men are practicing with swords, and Rand is butthurt about something. Lan asks him what's wrong, but Rand cries for a little bit and only looks at him and continues trading. So Rand is sulking. From a distance, Moraine mentions a wound in Egwene's neck. Egwene has the never healing wound, Articus. Ethan, help me. Help me. Guys, fucking help me. Egwene has the never healing wound and it's in her fucking neck. Oh, Articus is back. Sorry. I lost you, but I lost you there for a minute. What's up, Salty?
Yeah. Hey. I mean, they've given Matt's story to Moraine, his hat to Moraine, I guess his dick to Moraine, because he's a cockless loser. So I guess it makes sense that they give Rand's ruin to Egwene.
So it's a neck wound from, I guess we're going to say from the Adom that was choking her from her shoulders? Is that what we're fucking doing?
I'm guessing it's a permanent scar to represent the damages caused by slavery and imprisonment.
But so she doesn't
oppressed.
have a scar around her mouth from having a binky?
No.
Is her mouth permanently like I just, this is wild. So this is the first 5 minutes. Moraine mentions the wound on her neck. She still hasn't healed despite healing because being applied to it. Self-inflicted, perhaps. So self-inflicted. So that has to be somebody's that didn't watch season 2 or just doesn't give a fuck. Like,
yeah.
Or Egwene tried to off herself and cut her own throat. I don't know which at this point.
I guess it's setting up that self-inflicted wounds via suicide attempts cannot be healed, which would be very...
Is that what they're doing? You got... Really?
I don't know. I think it's more metaphors for the harms of slavery and oppression of women and how their wounds can never be healed, and it's trauma they carry for their lives.
I
I'm
think
guessing.
Rand being disturbed is meant to imply he's hearing voices based on Moron talking about the man. You're probably right, but
I mean, what channeling has he done to cause him to go
he
insane?
killed Turok, the dinosaur hunter. That's it.
That's it?
That's it.
I've got something else after this that, Steve, I'm just going to say this. Everything that we said last night, this brand new article, somebody, I think, leaked too many details. I'm just going to say that.
Okay, well, so let me go through this one more time. We'll bring that one up right after it.
Yeah, do this.
You know, Alan, I agree. It's I think it's a scar from the Adom, but
Yeah.
like I'll put nothing by them. But it's just
what would
like
cause
them
the Adom to make wounds that cannot be healed?
Well, nothing other than Rand has a wound that's not healed, and Egwene is the Dragon Reborn. So they got to give the wound to Egwene because she's actually
Matt.
the dragon.
Don't forget Matt's neck aids.
Well, yeah, that too. You know, there's two people that should have scars over Egwene. Neither of them are going to have scars. Like, and then right, I forgot Matt's dagger aids in his neck. I forgot about that. My bad. Holy shit. Egwene did fight Ishii, not Rand. Exactly. So, but I think it's gonna be an Adom scar, and she's got like every time she sees an Adom, she's gonna be like, my neck, and it's just gonna be cringe. Oh. Well, she did somehow kill Reno while wearing it. Yeah, who knows how that happened, right? So, let me. Hold on.
Hey, Articus, can you mute yourself if you're not talking? There's a hell of a lot of background.
Yeah, just when you're not
My
talking.
bad.
Yeah.
Let's see. So, hall where the audience with the Amerlin seat is about to take place. Several Aes Sedai are gathered outside, and Leandrin, along with the Red Aja sitters, prepares to enter the hall, but is stopped by Leanne. Leanne. Leanne allows only Leandrin to enter, arguing that only one sitter is needed in the hall. Reluctantly, Leandrin enters. As Suan is announced, Leandrin begins to discuss begins accusing Suan regarding the events of the previous season. So Elida's not even going to start the coup. It's going to be Leandrin. To which the Amerlin counters and accuses Leandrin of being capable of breaking the three oaths, as she belongs to the Black Aja. The proof? A witness brought to this audience, Nynaeve, who Leandrin kidnapped and handed over to the Shan-Chan.
So they haven't devised a strategy to test women who have that might be able to break the three oaths besides a witness.
Articars, dude, we're still in the portion of the show. We're still in the portion of the series where the White Tower will not acknowledge the Black Aja exists.
Yeah,
and you have the Amerlin openly accusing someone of being part of something
Aja
that doesn't exist. They are adamant that the Black Aja is a myth. It's like we have this fucking weird courthouse drama shit, to where and then it's just straight up, oh, I'm Leandrin, I am the Uber Black Aja, so now Black Aja unite, everybody that's Black Aja on the sitters, get up and let's have a fucking fight. It's like, what? Because Suan and the Aes Sedai weave at Leandrin, so it's even worse. So. Wow. Hold on. Oh, let me get rid of the screen real quick. I got too many windows open. Suan and the Aes Sedai weave at Leandrin to shield her and begin to injure her. So they have made an accusation.
Yeah.
And they are just decided to start torturing her?
Wait, Steve, are you having a problem with the fact that women are acting irrational with other women? Is that what's troubling you about this? Because I find that really believable. Now, it's non-canonical, It's not canonical at all, but women doing crazy shit, that's not exactly a mind-bending thing. Jimmy Kowalski, you're right. You're right. In so many ways, it will be like Harry Potter in the Death Eater fight at the Ministry of Magic. It's true. I never know how much to talk
Sorry about that.
This. It's all right.
Oh my god, sorry. I was talking to Bella. I'm sorry. Who doesn't exist, virgin.
Yeah.
So my daughter doesn't exist. I didn't hear what you said. I'm sorry, Salty.
No,
Do I have a problem with women beating up women? Yes, I do.
No. I said that. I said you had a problem with women acting irrationally. Like, why would they do that? I'm like, dude, you of all people should be like, well, that tracks. You know what I mean? So there you go.
Well, okay. So here's my quick question before I read the rest of this to chat. Okay, is Screen Rant's version better, or is this version better?
Trip, I'm just speaking the truth. You know, thanks for seeing that.
I don't know. I think gay guys have you beat by creating this masterpiece.
Oh, I don't know what it. So Leandrin is getting injured, by the Amerlin. She's torturing her immediately, which is big red flags. So Suan Sanche is also Black Aja.
Cruciatus curse, just like in Harry Potter.
Oh god. Summons other members of the Black Aja hidden among the sitters to aid her. A chaotic battle ensues. So she's just like, I'm being shielded. You're burning me. Black Aja unite, and they all start flinging fireballs. Like,
that's on brand for Mr. Judkins, if we're honest about it.
A chaotic battle ensues among channelers, with Alana and Leanne defending the Amerlin against the Black Sisters. Weaves are flung, Aes Sedai are sliced in half, columns in the hall are destroyed, and chaos reigns. Suan keeps her weave on Leandrin and keeps more. It seems more like she's burning the red rather than shielding her, until she is struck by debris and knocked unconscious.
So that tracks to the fight scene that we saw in the street, where it looks like
Alana is fighting Leandrin doing something.
Yep.
Yeah, that must.
And
I don't know.
Leandrin has that red face, like she's
all bloody
with all the bad
burnt.
CG.
Yeah. Nynaeve in the background tries to channel, and we're faking that she has a block, even though she can channel in the show already, and we just are trying to back that up.
Surely Maxim dies in all of this, right?
I think it's Maxim that dies. It's either Maxim or the other one, but one of them dies. Hopefully it's Maxim. That'd be great. It's wild. That's the start. That is the start to the show, is a giant clusterfuck in the Hall of the Tower after we have a brief minute clip of Rand whining in the desert and everybody going, that motherfucker's insane. And it's like, what? Like,
and it's the thing that Rafe Judkins is most proud of in this season. That's the thing that he had to get out there and wave his tiny little peen around about. Bunch of postmenopausal women killing each other. Maybe that's where
the confusion is, Alex. Maybe like they try and spin it that Leandrin was the only one, and I don't know. I don't understand how Screen Rant got it so different from this.
Bingo.
This synopsis that Trip shared with me, because this at least synopsis that Trip shared sounds tracks. Like, I can see, like, Leandrin just shredding 12 people doesn't sound like, it's like, wow, we're insane, we've gone insane. But I am having so much trouble wrapping my head around the first.
Not.
Well,
none of this makes any sense, and it's just emotional scenes. And here's the thing: you know what's going to happen, Steve? The same thing that happened in season 2. This shit's going to happen, and it's not going to mean anything, and people probably will forget that it even happened, and it will have no impact to the arc of what's happening across season 3.
Oh yeah,
like
we definitely need to do. We'll have to start. Yes, so get your ideas for bingo going. We're definitely going to do season 3 bingo. It's going to be a long fucking list.
Also, has anyone asked what Rand is at all doing in Tar-Valon after?
Well, so that's the thing. I don't know if he is, because
I don't think I've got an article.
But
Go ahead.
okay, yeah, but there's mixed. So there's mixed. There's mixed information here. So the Screen Rant one, I'm just going to ignore because it's so fucking far off. But this one that it says that they're in a desert setting with some trees. Moraine, Leandra, or I'm sorry, Moraine, Rand, Lan, and Egwene are in some desert scape somewhere, right? Then we have this scene, and then this ends with. She can't face her block. Moraine is seen on the streets of Tarvalin. So if Moraine's with Rand, how is she in the streets of Tarvalin too a second later? Like, so is it desert outside of Tarvalin? I don't understand what's like.
I don't think Rand is in Tarvalon. I don't think he's anywhere near there, and there's reasons why I think that.
He shouldn't be, but
no.
Why is Moraine in Tarvalin if she's with Rand? Or is there somebody making a mistake? It has to be a mistake.
I don't know.
Raphael, not even Rand could deal with the full circle of 13 eyesight, but Leandra, the goat herself, is bigger than the creator. Obviously, she's lesser on the savior of the world for herself. You're
not that far off. You're not that far off, considering the other articles. Seriously, it's
okay. Well, if you have the other article, we can bring it up.
Let's finish this.
No, I just did finish it. That was it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's my confusion. That's why I'm bringing up my confusion, because you start this snippet with Moraine, Lan, and Rand with Egwene in some desert thing with a few trees. Then these 3 pages of a description of the first 10 minutes of the show, or 5 minutes or whatever it was, ends with Moraine being on the streets of Tarvalin. So if Moraine is with Rand at the beginning in a desert place, how does she end in Tarvalin without Rand being there?
Well, traveling isn't a problem. Distance isn't a problem. This is like the Rings of Power.
I guess she's just travel. They're just letting her use the travel that little thing she used for her sexcapade with Suan. She just can use it to go wherever. They can just travel. Why not? Sure. Yeah, right. Hold on. So what you Trip? I sent you a snip of what Rafe said about the Star Seeds. I think, is it the same one that Salty? I thought I popped it up, but I'll look, Trip.
I think there's going to be a lot of pushback on this opening episode, and I can already see the shills defending it by claiming things that they hadn't shown to explain the things that no one understands. I think they're probably going to say that Leandrin most likely was given a sangreal by Lanfear, and they'll point to some obscure piece of jewelry hanging from her nipple or something caught in the melee.
Moran senses Suan die through the forest. Yeah, why not? My guess is that end snippet is wrong. She's not in Tarvalin. She just, it's like a feeling. I think Alan's probably right. Like maybe Suan is not cold and like her forced bondage is released. I don't know. It's very weird.
There's a couple of sentences here, and I don't want to steal your thunder. You can read them.
No, go ahead, man. You found the article. Hit it.
All right, so this is from Times of India. This is just from a couple of hours ago. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is there's a couple points, and I will stop, but I'm going to read through these unless Steve starts breaking shit. So, Season 3 introduces... Now, listen to what I'm saying. There's a reason why I do everything. Season 3 introduces new threats that threaten... the light. The White Tower remains divided. The Black Aja is free, and long-forgotten enemies will return to the two rivers. Furthermore, the Forsaken, including the powerful Lanfear, are hot on the trail of Rand. As Rand ties to his past unravel and his powers grow more uncontrollable, his allies, Moiraine and Egwene, must work together to stop him from turning fully to the dark, no matter the personal cost. The season also explores the deepening relationship between Rand and Lanfear, which may be pivotal in determining whether he succumbs to the shadow, Steve, or stands against it. As Rand's character becomes increasingly complex, Moiraine and Egwene, who began the series as teachers and student, are now united in their shared mission, Steve, to protect the world.
Oh boy! So they're conflating the
my.
madness with working for the Dark
So
One.
hold on. So I want
There's
to bring
so
up
much
visual.
here.
Hold on. So let me
There's
bring up
so
visual
much
aids here.
here.
Okay. So hold on. So go ahead, Articus. What were you saying? Because fuck this show. Fuck this show right now.
Dude,
because
Holy-
we've gone straight to Rand bad. We have to control Rand because he's bad. The girls will take
Exactly.
over and save everything. Fuck that
There's-
shit.
There's another line. There is another line, and I must have closed the article out. And I think it was also from the Times of India because these are brand new articles. And it said that Moy Rain is going to sacrifice herself to save the world from Rand.
Go ahead, Articus.
Like,
I gotta find
like
it.
this is absurd. Fall to the.
Look,
You guys remember?
I'm not. Hold on a sec, Arca. I just want the story to be told as the story is told. If you want to call me a misogynist, I don't care. Like I love most of the characters in the Wheel of Time, whether they're male or female. So, like, you just jumping in here and calling me names, I don't care. So, I just want my show to look like my book. That's it. There's powerful characters, girl, male, all over the Wheel of Time. I just want them to look the same in my show rather than destroying my favorite characters to put other people on top. That's all. So, feel the way you feel.
JC,
I'm sorry you feel that way. If you enjoy the show, that's fine. I'm glad you enjoy the show. I don't. I want my show to look like my books. That's what I want.
You can, but it's not telling the story as it's written. Did you enjoy the Rings of Power? Because that's kind of our point. I mean, the story of the Wheel of Time is the story of the 3 Ta'veren. Not everybody gets to be a Ta'veren for identity politics' sake. And in doing what Amazon did for a variety of reasons, it has destroyed the heart and the soul in the actual story and characters that not just a bunch of old white guys in the United States love, but people in India, people in South America, people in Asia, people in everywhere, South America. And that's the problem. We're all united in feeling that.
I've said it a million times. Moraine's story in the books is much more powerful, and she does a lot better things in the books and makes her a strong, smart character. Same with Egwene, same with Min, same with Nynaeve. Nynaeve's one of my favorite characters in the books because of all the things she does, despite what everybody's telling her she can or can't do. They've taken all of that away. You're now replacing Rand. You're now replacing Rand with Egwene, apparently, giving him his wound to her. You're making Rand evil and something that needs to be controlled instead of something that they need to. They're trying to help direct, even though maybe it might be misguided. Moraine finally figures that out and figures out how to actually help Rand and becomes his greatest mentor. We've taken all of that away for whatever the hell we're doing here. So,
can I do something?
It's what it is, so we can move on.
So I'm trying to figure this out. X Rackbones X, the one that told me.
I don't even care.
No. I want you to know. I know who you are. I looked you up. I have an in line at YouTube, and I know I'm going to be talking to YouTube about that. Okay, like I'm really kind of curious what you hope to accomplish here.
I don't even want to pay attention to it.
I'm going to. I'm Salty Traveling C, so please, by all means, come and shit on my channel because it'll even help my case more. Okay, but I want to know what it is that you're telling me to shut the fuck up about.
We have the people that are normally here that we talk to that know what we're all about. That's who I'm worried about. So
I just don't. I don't even.
Go ahead, Arcus.
I don't know how far criticisms can go at this point, though. Like we're not even looking at the same series anymore. Like,
it stopped being that after episode 4 in season 1.
I'm like, what here have you read that is just a difference of like interpretation? Like, none of this has happened in the books. This is obviously a completely separate IP at this point. So, it's
and I brought this up because, like, just from what the Rand controlling his power thing, I'm assuming this is what we have another scene of Rand not being able to control fire and blowing up an apartment. Why?
Yeah.
Like I'd rather just see, you know, that like if you're gonna tell the Shadow right first, we've skipped all of the Dragon Reborn at this point. Anybody that thought we were gonna start in the Stone of Tyr because of Kalendor, I think we could just put a stamp on that and send it. That's not gonna, you know,
Mhm.
you know, that's just not gonna happen. Kalendor's gone. And then you read these synopsises where we just have a full on Black Aja sitter fight just to open up the episode. Why is that exciting to me?
It's just, remember all those things that we saw in that teaser where there were like quarter of a second, like one half of a second barely images, and you had Leandrin attacking Moiraine because Moiraine's getting too close to Leandrin or Lanfear's, boy
Well,
toy. Like,
Moraine's one of the greatest support characters I've ever read.
yeah, in the
She
books,
like
but
that's what
in
I'm
this
saying.
show,
She's a great, like, yeah. They forced her to the forefront here and made her the main character, and they have to make everything Moraine centric. And
yeah.
it's ruined her character. It would have even been better for Rosamund Pike if they actually just let her be the supporting like Gandalf type character trying to guide
Would have
Rand,
won
but
Emmys.
Rand's having problems. But they wouldn't do
Yeah.
that.
Everybody would have won Emmys if they would have. Again, it's the same.
Everybody.
It's 80% canon, and you can dick around and make up 20%, but you have got to have foundationally 80% of it canon, and then you can put in your gay and your diversity in the other 20%. But you can't have it inverted. And we see what the result is. Every season that goes by gets weirder and weirder. So
I'm still holding out hope that we'll just start in tier with Kalendor and one word explanation. Rand just walking around with a crystal sword on his shoulder. Why not, right?
I don't want him to touch calendar. I don't.
So Hot Shot Mama, I almost wish they would completely abandon the books and stop. Okay, so I'm glad you said that because I haven't seen the chat before, and because I 100% agree with you. I have said a few times, right? One of the biggest problems and one of the reasons, we have fun. Okay, I think we have a lot of fun here. That's why most of the time I don't pay any attention to any of the people in chat that start calling me whatever names. I am very secure in who I am. I have a beautiful daughter. My ex-wife and me have a great relationship. I am not a misogynist. I am not a bigot. My sister is in a loving lesbian marriage. Like, I know who I am. So so we just have a lot of fun here with whatever, right? I have said it a million times. I would not spend as much time hating on this show if they would just drop the fallacy that they are telling the Wheel of Time as it is in the books, but they continue and continue and continue to lie and then tell us that it's better than what's on the page. We are correcting what Robert Jordan did. Showing Lanfear being this great and powerful wizard is better than and him being in a throuple with Ishmael and Lewis Theron is better for the Forsaken than what Robert Jordan wrote. We're now telling the Shadow Rising. I have not seen a single piece of the Shadow Rising in this trailer.
You know what I'm going to say?
There's sand and they're in the desert in a place that they're calling Alcair Dal, but it's not anything like Alcair Dal. Like like you so I'm 100. If you just said, look, we took the IP, we're doing our own thing. I wouldn't like that still, but you're not trying to pass it off as the story that we love. We're just gonna full on. If you're gonna, we took the IP. We want to tell another telling of the wheel. We're ignoring all of the other stuff. We're just telling our own story. It's like, I don't like that. I hate that. You shouldn't do that. But I would have a lot different feelings towards this TV show and the people running it than I do because they're lying to us about what they're doing.
And they changed the story. And that's the thing. In the first season, anyone who didn't like it, it was because we were racist, misogynist, and bigots. Then Rafe Judkins said, it's another turning of the wheel. Then in season 2, during the writer's strike, we had one of the directors out there, because Rafe couldn't talk about this because he was on strike. They had a director come out there and literally say, and I quote, it's Robert Jordan's world, but we're using it as a sandbox. We're going to make whatever we make, and we don't have to explain ourselves to anybody. And so now that's where we've gotten. And I'm not sure where these people are that are coming after us or you or whatever it is that are going, you're using the talking points of 2016, you Kamala voters out there who are ass mad still. I mean, fuck all of you at this point. I really don't care, like literally. But it just, if you don't want to see this, if you don't want to see the point that we have, there's no amount of persuasion that I can tell you. I can show you facts, I can show you quotes, but if you're unwilling to take logic in what's happened historically and apply it into your argument, and you just want to be ass mad and attack people who don't agree with you, well, fuck off. I'm going to go and I'm going to block you because you're a clown. Okay? We don't come on your shitty they, them fucking channels where you sit there and beat your meat over this terrible television show. So why are you over here? Fuck off. Okay?
Hussein, the fact that someone would say anyone who likes the Wheel of Time is a misogynist is someone who hasn't read the books. Well, that's also one of the things we said from the beginning. The Wheel of Time series itself is set up to do exactly what it has strong, powerful characters, male, female, freaking Ogier, different ethnicities all over the damn place. You didn't need to do any of this shit. It's all baked in. The DEI is baked into the Wheel of Time. It's there. You didn't have to do any of this, and you could have hit everything you wanted to, but you chose not to. You chose to force it and make it look like nothing like what you're trying to. You can also tell they have no interest in spending time with the main characters from the books. So every time they have to, it just flops because they can't. You can tell they don't want to. So and it's exactly that. Thanks, Hotshot Mama. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Your comments have been awesome. Thank you. Agreed, 100%. We talk about Matt a lot around here because they obviously hate Matt. They've given everything that has to deal with Matt to any good relevance to Matt. They've either destroyed it, like his Ashendari or his moment blowing the horn. They were both horrible. This trailer that just came out literally has maybe a maybe a half a second of Matt footage. They gave his hat to Moraine. They gave his position in the Shadow Rising to Moraine. Perrin finally has his axe. We got it's season 3 and he has his axe, but he's wearing armor. Like, we were joking about it last night. Perrin is the closest of the main characters to where he's supposed to be, just because we saw a shot of him yes, it's laughable, Salty, you're right, but he's the closest because he has the weapon he's supposed to have, and he's in the place he's supposed to be in. Okay, and that's it.
I agree.
No, I'm not saying it's good.
No. When you say it like that, I agree. Okay. Yeah. Because I mean, again, that's what's so, it's not even disingenuous. It's psychotic to sit here and say, we hate Robert Jordan or we hate all these things. Again, we just need it to be 80% lore accurate. You can do whatever you want with the other 20%. You want to make up other stuff that Moiraine did or make it about the girls, you can. But you have got to keep the story intact.
Yes, if there's such a sandbox of shit for them to do, if stuff like
it's a litter box full of shit in urine.
But I like that. I like that 80%. If you just followed it and got the big 3 right. You get Egwene and Nynaeve right, and then you just you can do some elaboration on what happened with Logain. You can elaborate on Mazrim Thames or even your back out Leandrins or your Suwans or your Lydas. You can extend some Caemlyn stuff with Ravine and more gays. There's all kinds of stuff you could do if you chose to do it right, but you just chose to shit all over everything.
You have to tell the story. That would be like making the Lord of the Rings, and instead of it being about the ring, having it be about Boromir's homosexual relationship with another captain of the guard in a secret love story. Like, no one wants to fucking see that. People want to see the Lord of the Rings. Okay, do you get it? That doesn't mean we're homophobic. That just means we want to see the fucking story that we love. Is that so hard?
You know what this teaser reads to me? Like, I've been seeing it a lot more. I think it started around, sadly, the time of the Acolyte, but it feels like they did a lot of reshoots and sudden readjustments to this season to focus a lot of their attention on Moraine, and I think it's mainly to play to their base because they're banking for any sort of Twitter pickup on this to get eyes to get a fourth season, and that's probably what played the best to their audience.
But I really do think it's because this is it.
No way! Get out of here! Get out of here, Shatterhard! You're not no. Sorry,
that's totally cool. I don't care.
I'm fucking with him. He knows I am. He better know I am. It's one of those like, yeah, no, it's the Moraine show. This Rosa Pike show. She is in Now You See Me, movie, the third one, which is going to be one of the biggest movies of all time because she's in it. So, just saying, it's obvious. Well, in a sense, like did you see the snippet that Will sent me about Maxim telling people how to get season 4? You saw that? So it's like this is where we are for the show. Like the defenders of the show are not saying, "Hey, you know what? Let's get the word out. This is a hidden gem. This is a hidden gem of a show. It's really good. You really need to check it out." Like, I'll suggest people watch Silo. I'm afraid Silo won't get a third season because I don't hear a lot about it. Silo's a great show. I want a third season. Go watch it because it's good, right? No, we're Wheel of Time. We are looking for tactics to fool Amazon into renewing it again. So it's either watch it on loop or watch season 1, then watch season 2. Then when you're at work, just leave it on your TV all day. No, in fact, that's not the way to do it. Now they want you to cancel Amazon Prime, wait for season. This is what they actually are telling people to do to try and get season 4 renewed or get a season 4 Wheel of Time. The people that worked on this show are telling people to cancel their Amazon Prime, wait for season 3 to come out, renew their Amazon Prime, and then watch season 3 first, because that will give them good numbers for Amazon, because it tells them that people are coming back to their streaming service to watch Wheel of Time.
Yeah,
how much is promoting the show is good?
I mean, to be fair, not even Amazon themselves want to promote this garbage on their own website on their advertisements. They'd rather show a 0.5 millisecond clip of Rings of Power than anything branded with Wheel of Time.
I think that's absolutely right too. Luckily, look, chat takes care of me. You guys take care of me. So, like, anytime somebody like that shows up in there, you guys do a good job of being very, very nicely just telling this to F off. So I do appreciate you guys for that. When we have any people that are calling me names, you guys pretty well handle it for me. So and usually I don't like to even highlight it, but it bothers me a little bit. I don't know why it bothered me. Maybe because my daughter was just in the room, and my daughter is the most wonderful young lady. She's gonna be just amazing. And she amazes me every fucking day. And you're calling me a misogynist. It's like, come on, like
you can take the high road.
My daughter's
Steve,
amazing.
You can take the high road. You can take the high road. I don't need to worry about that because I just will break.
Well, I'm very thankful.
And I'll
for
get
chat.
rid of fucking bodies. Okay, I will.
But so like I don't know. So I brought up the trailer again because sorry, we got distracted there, but we had what was it? So we have the fight in the street, which is going to be this. So I'm assuming that's what this is going to be. Is part of this epic 15-minute fight at the beginning. Is she's going to run after Leandrin in the street and get some sparklers out.
Look at Rafe's boyfriend putting his sword on his shoulder like it's a bat, like someone's about to pitch to him. Look at that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Jesus,
and I think I hope Silo. I think you're probably right, but you don't hear. I hope Silo gets another season. It should. It's great. I don't know whether it goes. And whether it's accurate to the books or not, I don't know. So like I'm just saying as a TV show, I enjoy it. So, and so I'm not sure if I'm pooping all over book purists of Silo, but you know, uh wait, what happened? Oh snap, what happened? We got some heroes dropping. Yeah, we had a few little somebody hopped in and called me a misogynist, and I wasn't having it today. So just anybody that knows me knows that's a load of crap. So, but I usually don't even acknowledge it. So, so this is gonna be her tracking down her and destroying like I don't know. It's the cheapest looking shit I've ever seen.
Are they going to destroy another set and then afterwards remember that they have to do more scenes in the city?
Right, exactly. They're going to destroy the Two Rivers set again. They're going to destroy all of Shadar Lagoth and be like, wait a second, that's supposed to be the Tarvalin.
This is supposed to be Camelin, Tarvalin, Shadar Logoth, Tyr. How are we supposed to?
They all look the same, right? So this is gonna. I would almost 100% guarantee at this point. This is the streets of Tarvalin. They're trying to chase down Leandrin. They're gonna break the foam bricks on the floor with Sparkle. For some reason, I guess I think her time would be much better spent throwing a shield at her, but rocks.
She's not Captain America. Alana is not Captain America. Okay.
Well, it's just, and then we go. So, and I highlighted this scene because of the article you brought up about Egwene and Moron now being, in stride about we gotta deal with that problem child Rand. So we go back to the scene of Rand obviously losing control here with this. I guess these are going to be gray men. I don't know, but they're wearing like leather. What is with the leather in this show?
Later, Vic.
What's up, Vic? Have to get to work. Enjoying the stream. Thank you very much, Vic, for always being here. Love you, buddy.
Sorry, it's not gray men. Just wanted to correct the record. It's gray people or gray persons.
Okay, sorry. Yes, okay.
Persons of gray appearance.
Yes, I'm sorry, man. I know.
They're pogs. They're people of gray.
They're gimps.
People of gray.
Like they're full leather. Look at their full leather. Like I don't. So he's in here exploding because he got attacked by, or is this a bubble? Like somebody who was it yesterday said it might be a bubble of evil. I guess it's a bubble, but like it's the mirror. Do you think that's what it? Maybe you might be right, but it's just like.
I saw a theory going around, and then I got to bounce Steve, that the only reason they're bringing Tom Maryland back, and I cannot confirm this rumor, so take it with a very large grain of salt.
Yes, sir.
Is that so Tom can say that the rules in this turning have changed, and that just because someone is the dragon doesn't mean that they're going to stay the dragon. That is a rumor that I've seen. Now, I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's real. It tracks with Judkins, but you can pull anything out of your ass and make it up in regards to this show. But
this is okay. Well, I know you said you got to go, so I'll hold my comments.
No, I'll give you 5 minutes if you want, but go ahead.
No, it's you're good, man. I just right. Like everybody's saying this is the mirror thing. So if you're ready to go, man, get out. I appreciate you hopping on, dude.
No worries. Have a good show. Yeah. All
right, man.
I'll resend you that link so you can make videos on it. So have a good night.
I appreciate it. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I've seen a few people say this is the mirror thing, which I see the mirrors there, but why does the mirror guy in black leather look like a gimp on his bed? Artie, you got something for me? Like I don't understand what's happening here.
Oh.
So like I because I see the mirrors broken, right? And I know so people are saying this is a bubble of evil. The other Rands come to life or something, and this is him, losing control.
What's a bubble of evil?
What's a bubble of evil?
Yeah.
You know what a bubble of evil. Are you being smart with me?
Well, I mean, who's causing the bubble of evil?
Ishmael.
Isn't he dead? I thought that. I thought
I caught on late because I forgot. We don't know if Ishmael is really the Dark One or not.
Yeah.
They never figured it out, right?
I thought X fans told me that he was bail fired.
Are you able to carry this for a minute? I got to go to the bathroom.
Oh yeah, sure.
I've never put you in this position before. Don't get me kicked off.
Oh, I won't.
I'll be right back.
Okay. How's everyone doing? Ethan, yeah. Not an actual bubble of evil? I don't know. I just don't. I think we're reading too much into it. I think he just is having another nightmare, uncontrollable spasm of power, and he's going to kill like 5 random people. Or maybe it's dark friends trying to kidnap him. Get out all the misogyny. I don't know why I would be a misogynist when it's not women's fault this is happening. Last time I checked, the showrunner's a guy. Though he may have forgotten his balls at some point or lost them. Or I guess I could blame Misana, because I have no idea what she's doing while they're writing all this.
Thank you, sir. Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries.
Oof. All right.
Tech was trying to get me to get you banned.
Who was?
Yeah, technically Mexican. He wanted me to get out all the misogyny.
Oh, well, it's okay. You can get away with it because you're not on camera. So.
True.
Jason, this is the Moraine and other strong women show. Everyone else plays second fiddle, even Rand. That's always the biggest problem I've had with the show is they forced it and they didn't need to. There's plenty of strong moments for all the women in the cast.
I feel like they're forcing it a lot more in this season.
It seemed extremely forced, especially like you said with Moraine here. Like this, if I had to break down the time, like I may have to go through and see how many of this 100. Well, it's actually probably closer to. So it's about a minute trailer.
I mean,
how much time of this minute trailer is Moraine? Now, to be fair, hold on. It feels like there's quite a bit of Rand in it too, if I'm being fair. But
I mean, the only point of Rand being in this at all is to boost Moraine's importance of the story, because
that's the
only reason the dragon will succeed is because Moraine willed it to be.
Well, I wasn't sure, dude. Like you just left. I saw you pop back in. I wasn't sure what's up.
I was gonna go watch a movie, but I found the article I wanted to share with you, and you're gonna want to put away anything you don't want to break.
Oh God. Okay. Uh-oh.
You can read it. You're gonna want to read this. The highlighted part.
You want me the highlighted part during its panel at Dragon Steel Con Brazil, right? Alan, right? Dragon Steel Con. Oh wait, wrong place. Sorry. At CCXP Brazil, the streamer offered up a first look at the show's return. Primarily, the teaser focused on Moraine, who thinks the only way for Rand al'Thor to live is to become the Dragon Reborn. Wait, hold on. Who thinks the only way for Rand al'Thor to live and become the Dragon Reborn, he already is the Dragon Reborn, is for her to die instead of him? What? The pair and Egwene, already on their way to the Aiel Waste to learn more about learn about the Reborn's destiny and hoped to reach it before Rand's corrupted power keeps evolving within him or the Forsaken catch up to them. Either way, Moraine's seen thousands and thousands of futures, and there's no world in which they both survive whatever's What?
This is it. This is the one that blew my mind, and I finally tracked it down. Does that sound like Even anything Robert Jordan wrote.
How do we
He's so
have we
Go ahead.
determined how we think she's going to be seeing these thousands upon
Well,
thousands
so
of
okay, so
futures?
we're trying to be fair. Like, see, so I'm trying to be fair in all this. So, best best faith is she goes through the glass columns and sees the futures, right? That would be the way she sees these thousands of futures is in Roydion. She goes there and she goes through the columns and she sees what she sees, right?
Well, I agree with you, but this is Rafe Judkins.
If that's not otherwise, how is she seeing all these futures? I have no idea.
Yeah, yeah, so let me see. I'll read this next part. That's not the only threat the good guys have to deal with. Prime Video's description mentions old enemies returning to the Two Tower in a power struggle. Blah, 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 blah. Forsaken's hunt to track down Rand. Ultimately, everything falls to Moiraine and Egwene. They must now work together to prevent the dragon from turning to the dark, no matter what the cost. So we heard that before. But all of this stuff up here that was dropped at CCXP Brazil, did somebody want to tell me how any of this makes any sense? I mean, at all.
It's a weird one, man. That's like he's already the drag. Like we keep doing this. Like we keep doing this thing where we're saying he's not the Dragon Reborn. He's already the Dragon Reborn. So now the other place that's supposed to so him going to get Kalendor to cement him being the Dragon Reborn we've removed. The IO waste is about claiming what's his. Basically, it's like these. I need my army. I'm going to get my army, right? So it's like this whole thing, and now this whole she has to die or he has to die shit. It's exactly what we said is going to happen. Is he's going to go into Roydion, she's going to save him. Because he's going to be freaking like that. The shot I used for the thumbnail, him scream, like I 100% still feel that what they're going to do is instead of doing the Couladin's brother, Rand sees Couladin's brother killing himself in Roydion because he can't take it. It's going to be Rand that's freaking out in Roydion, and Moraine's going to pull him out
And sacrifice herself in doing it. Because
that's how some fashion.
It's the Rosamund Pike show. Anyway,
yeah, man. I appreciate it, Selfie. Thank you.
No, I put the link to this if you wanna beat this later. But this was what blew my mind earlier. So all right, bye. I'm not coming back.
Appreciate it, dude. No. Thanks, dude. I didn't know he wanted back on. Jeez. Sorry, got too many windows open again. So it's just like yeah, I don't because it was one of those I was looking at, right? So you have the scene of him screaming. It makes me think exactly of the Couladin thing, right? This is going to be in Roydion, and then prior to that, we were talking about it when we were looking at the trailer. You have this is him dragging his feet through the columns, like it's described, right? Couladin's brother. See you later, Shatterhorn. Thanks, bud. It's so that's where we are, right? And then
I just don't know. It feels like they're setting up such a crucial point of her motivation in the season, but this motivation shouldn't come until the last bit of the season. So why are they spending so much time emphasizing it? Because she's only going through the columns after they make it to the city, right?
The bulk of this should be her trying to gain Rand's trust again.
Yep.
That should be the bulk of this season is her trying to get in good with Rand, and trying different ways, and Rand just shutting her out because of the way she's treated him, which could make for some great drama. I don't but they don't want to do that. They just want to heroize Moiraine immediately and make her the center of attention, and there's such a focus on more. You're right. Like there's been a focus on Moraine, but like it's almost to the max now. Like it's like despite everything else, we got to get more Rosamund Pike, more, right? Hey Trip,
Hola,
RJC, except
Aye,
nothing
aye.
they do makes any sense. You are 100% correct. I don't, and uh, I can't make heads or tails of what they're thinking, other than they think they know better. How you feeling about the trailer and all that, Trip?
huh?
I know you hate my misogynistic ways. Thank you for getting over it and coming on. You are a woman, right?
We have
Oh,
had
sorry,
our,
just making
hey,
sure.
You're making assumptions here, mister. You know,
I
and
just want to
we
make sure. I
have
just want to make sure. Sorry.
we have had our disagreements,
Yes,
you
but
know,
that's we
but
have, and that's okay. We're still friends.
I've come
That's what
on
it's all
to
about.
share my internalized misogyny. You
Well,
know,
thank
I
you. I
mean,
appreciate you're
hey.
saving me.
There are no true Scotsmen, so
Oh my God, the trailer is something else. It's
It really
just
is.
like, well, okay, so you were asking just a little bit ago,
Mhm.
you know, when Salty was still on,
Yeah.
you were talking about, okay, can you, trying to figure out like where they're going with this or even where they came from, right? With some of this. And to be fair, and Aldan and I both have a tendency to try to be pretty fair about certain things. So
there's a great place.
and you
We need
too.
devil's advocates, Trip. I know we get into a lot. We have fun with it, but we need that. To
Well,
try to be as fair as you can, right? I try to sometimes. Sometimes I just don't care, but
oh,
you know that. You guys
if
know.
we're talking about Matt, forget it.
Yeah.
But okay, so in a weird way, I can see where they got the whole Moraine storyline here, right? Because we know that generally off screen that, she goes through the rings in
Mhm.
Ruidian.
Right.
And yes, that's how I pronounce it.
That's
I'll
I
never
pronounce
pronounce it
everything wrong.
differently,
Yeah,
so
we all do. Yeah, I know what you're talking about when you say it, so we're good.
Okay, but it's mostly off screen and it's not we learn little snippets, right?
Right.
Kind of as time goes on. And so we learn that it's generally about, okay, yeah, she went through the rings and saw all of these different things happen, very much like flicker, 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 right? And basically learned that, the whole thing with Lanfear, even though I don't think she actually knew the exact details of it, I can't remember, but so the point they're making there is canon, right? That Moraine learns that she's gonna have to sacrifice herself. But oh my God, they didn't have to make it like what seems like the main point of that whole plot line.
Right.
No.
So oh, sorry, you go.
You go first, and then I'll finish. I want to hear what you
I
have to
think
say
I
first, 'cause
understand.
I think you're making a very good point, Trip. Go ahead.
I would agree if they set it up at all, right? So the reason Moraine had to sacrifice herself to kill Lanfear was because Rand couldn't bring himself to kill Lanfear because Rand had a weird had a hung up with killing women, but that has not been at all established. He has no issues with killing anyone, if he can kill anyone. That is. So I don't know.
Who's he killed? Turok?
Turok
That's
Dinosaur
about
Hunter.
it. Yeah, he killed a random
And that
orderly as well.
wasn't, yeah, and that was, oh, that's
So-
right. He
Yeah.
did kill someone with his bare hands. A poor
Oh,
little
he killed the
freaking
hospital
the
attendant.
asylum
He
dude.
murdered the asylum attendant. Cold blood. I forgot
Yeah,
about
and then-
that part.
and
He
then-
murdered a guy in cold blood. He's one behind Karen. I forgot about that. Yeah.
And then
I
Tom
don't know how
Maryland
we
kills
forgot
the
about that, but
And then Tom Maryland kills the barmaid, and they become the best of friends afterwards. So
I
don't-
really hope Salty's right, and Tom just pops up in a bar and it's like, it's a different turning of the wheel, and then he gets a knife in his throat or something, and that's it.
Oh,
It's like,
that's
it's gone.
right.
It's
Tom
like,
is coming back. We didn't get
Yeah.
him in the trailer.
oh, he's gonna be like Bale Dillman. He's gonna show up and be like, I'm Tom, and then he's gonna get stabbed or something. It's like, oh great. But real quick, I don't want to lose track of this. So I think you're making the best interpretation that you can, Trip, and I think you're probably right. If you now, the problem is we're not giving them any credit for anything because they haven't earned it, right? So if you're talking about a heavy-handed interpretation of if you're trying to see it their way, how they're trying to interpret the book. So one, they fucked up the red door frame, so she can't go through there to learn that she needs to do what she needs to do to save Rand. So that, right? So that, and that's not what it's like, that's sort of what happens is she makes a choice to that she knows she needs to go through there, but they haven't done any of that work in the show to see that that's the course she's on. Right? And then we keep doing this thousands and thousands of futures thing. And it's like, well, where are we getting that? Are we getting that in, is that going to come from Roydion? And if it's going to come from Roydion, is that coming, like, are you going to Roydion that early in the show?
Mm-hmm.
And then the rest is going to be like, it's like so heavy handed instead of just, oh, I don't know, doing what the books do to do the same thing better. Right. So I get what you're saying. And it's like, I think you're being very fair. I don't think they've done any of the work, and the way they're doing it is very clunky.
I agree with that, okay, but I'm just talking from a standpoint of what hat did they pull this out of? Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I agree. I agree with that 100%.
And it actually, in a way, makes it worse because you see those tiny little glimmers of, okay, well, yeah, they know this. So they kind of took this subtle side plot of Moraine's that's actually really fucking important, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, it really is.
Oh, it
has a huge impact on the story. So they know that is there. So you see those little glimmers just here and there, but they handle them so poorly.
Well, because
they pull them out of importance because of the way they're treating the characters.
You're absolutely right, because it's like the entertainment industry as a whole seems to be so interested in mystery boxes right now. Why, like, that's your, like, you let her go through the doorway and you don't have her, you don't give her, you don't tell the audience what she's seen, and then all of a sudden she's pulling Lanfear through a doorway to kill her, right? And it's like, and then even if you need to have your right, I don't
think that's what we're gonna get.
I don't think we're
gonna get the doorway at all.
No, we're not getting it at all. I'm just saying like it's this heavy-handed. I'm agreeing with you basically. I'm just saying.
I know
it's one of those. Why have we made this choice when you guys love these mystery boxes? You have a mystery box right here. If you just do it the way, or even close, or just have Moiraine doing her thing and don't show what she's, don't have these freaking weird scenes of her and Lanfear shacking up or strangling each other on the beach, and don't have any of that. And then when it comes time for her to do the sacrifice thing, make it be the mystery. Like, you guys love that, so why aren't you leaning into that? I don't understand it.
So wait, so if Trip is correct, then let's assume she is, because
I think she's probably right. It's just
I'm pretty sure she is right. Yeah. So are we trying to are we saying that the reason one of her futures is her sleeping with Lanfear is because in order to save Rand, she had to stop Lanfear, and her solution to stopping Lanfear was to try to
take Rand's apartment,
take one for the team.
Bang the evil away. I know you're being a little snarky here, Artie, or maybe.
No, that's a good question.
No, it is.
She's shacking up with Rand, or she's shacking up with Moiraine. There's no room for. She'd be too tired to shack up with Rand.
Oh my God.
If the vision were to show her how.
I know that's what you're saying.
Oh my
Peter,
God!
real quick,
Keep saying that, and you're gonna pull a threesome out of their hat.
I'm already ready for that to happen. We already know that's going to happen somewhere, right? Tom. So Tom, the big. I know. God, there's somebody who just loves the thought that Tom
That
will
would be
be
me,
Asmodean. Is it you too?
actually.
Like,
Yes.
I know there's a circle that loves this wacky theory that is going to make my head bleed. If Tom shows up and he's Asmodean in the show. Zax, what's up, buddy? It could, it's probably gonna happen. Like Tom's gonna be Asmodean, right? I can't even. Oh, let's
Okay,
see
wait.
here.
I want to address Artie's point, though.
Which one? Oh yeah, of course. Go. Yeah.
About the land fear and Mo thing. Okay.
Yeah.
If we're looking at it from a serious aspect, I really think what they're doing, for right or wrong, with all the Mo stuff, right? All of her visions and Rand dead in the sand, at her feet
He's
or
dead again.
her
He's
knees.
dead again.
I know. And guess where he's been stabbed? The lower left quadrant. That part of his body is getting so much abuse. It's like, what?
Yeah.
But okay, so all of her visions, the goth, the goth Joker crew. Oh my God!
It's the Lanfear boy band
and-
girl. Like,
I know. And her and Lanfear, and then Lanfear choking her out, and then transitioning to TAR or whatever, right? All of these different things I think are really supposed to represent. I saw this comment somewhere, so this is not an original thought by me, but I kind of agree with it. I think these are all of Moraine's fears, like you see in the tests, that the girls take. A lot of those are supposed to be about their fears, what they have to overcome, and give up to become Aes Sedai. And I think a lot of Moraine's fears tie into the stuff with Rand, right? Not being able to keep him alive and not being able to teach him and guide him and get him to the last battle. But I think a lot of her fears also tie into herself getting turned. So I think they took that and turned it into this whole land fear obsession.
so they're doing the acolyte. She was seduced by the dark side, literally.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lanfear is just.
We're talking in reference to the show, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But kind of picking up on even what book Moraine, quite honestly, logically, I do think she had some of those fears, but Artie actually put it really well with the whole seduced by the dark side thing. Because, these writers are going to take that and go, ooh, yeah, let's have Moraine seduced by the dark side. Now, do I think they're doing a good job with it? No, and it shouldn't be so prominent.
I think
it should be like a 5-minute snippet.
I think right. So I think I half agree with you because I think some of it's going to be the Roydion stuff, but I think somewhere in there, Lanfear is going to be instead of tormenting Rand in his dreams, she's going to be tormenting Moraine in her dreams, and that's what some of it's going to be. Is her?
Oh, do you think Siuan's going to, in a wet dream of Moraine, Siuan's going to turn into Lanfear suddenly?
It could be like that. Yeah. That might be exactly what that is.
Oh my God, you're giving them ideas. Stop.
No, I think could be exactly what's going to that, or she's like, look, she could like I don't know. There's a look. If you told me somewhere in here that what are the chances of Moraine shacking up with Rand? Until I saw this trailer, I would have said you're crazy, but I have no idea what's going on in this show. Are Rand and Moraine going to become a thing? Who fucking knows? I really don't know at this point. Like, it's crazy that I'm even there. But you know, Moraine relationship with Rand right now in this show. He should have no loyalty to her whatsoever.
No, he
Zero.
They haven't. They
Zero.
Yeah.
She's just fucked him over every time. She's fucked him over. Land too. So it's like the only part of that little snippet that was right was Rand ignoring everybody because they fucked him over. Right? He's like, I just want to fucking train swords. Can you leave me alone? Like, right? It's like, so it's like we're to like, why is Rand like? But
Okay,
it's
Rand
like, is it
should
gonna be? It's
already
not even
be
gonna
a
be Rand's.
fucking
Is
blade
it?
master by now. What the hell is going on?
Well,
Sorry,
he
I just
beat
had to.
Turok
Yeah, I
Doran.
know.
Like
Uh,
look, whether I've the Turok fight, he should be a blade master. He killed Turok. Whether you want to call it a fluke, luck, whatever, call it whatever you want. He killed him. So he should be an actual blade master right now. Well, you ruined that because he killed him with fireballs. He still hasn't trained at all, so now we're gonna catch up for all that. We're gonna do katas, and that's gonna be like, okay, he's trained. We should have just recruited Errol and had him walk around behind him with swords in a basket or something, and been like, all right, sweet, Errol's his
okay,
trainer, right?
wait.
Um,
I have a really stupid question.
yeah.
Thank God Dane and Pips aren't around. When does Rand start exhibiting? When does LTT really start showing up in Rand's head?
Shit.
I've
In
heard
the books? No,
so
when?
I've heard from those more knowledgeable who've read it a lot more times than me that I don't even think RJ had the madness defined in what he wanted to do with the story until after 3. No,
God, I'm trying to. I am the one thing I'm
I don't
really
think
bad with is the timeline. Like,
I'm trying.
but
I don't think
Pixie
LTT
gives me a
is.
really hard time. But I don't track it by what book something
There you go.
happens in.
So Dr.
Fifth
Danny
book?
Day says it 5th book because I was gonna say I don't recall LTT being around in book 3 for sure,
Mhm.
or
And
book
this-
4. So
mind you, this is after he destroyed an army of Trollocs, channeled the Eye of the World, fought against Shamiel in the Sky, captured the Stone of Tyr, reclaimed his right as the he who comes with the dawn. All of this is before he starts going mad.
Yeah.
And yet
Well,
they're
and
insinuating him killing Turok and lighting a house on fire is enough to sway him to the dark side.
Well, look, say what you will. Yes, he was going mad, but he was handling it. It's like, when you get a view in the later books of actually all the shit that's trying to just make him go mad in his brain compared to other Asha'man. The fact that he wasn't killing people just by looking at them is amazing, right? Like just the things he's dealt with and how he's dealt with them, right? That's part of what makes him the dragon and makes him what he is, right? But we've decided to just go straight to the he's mad crutch. So it's like, okay, so we're gonna have no male channelers.
Well,
Like we can't have any male channelers because Rand, the most powerful channeler on the planet, can't handle the madness. So if Rand can't handle the madness, no man will be able to handle the madness. Period.
well, what's
Like,
kind of getting me is that they're pulling in things from later, right? I mean, they're really kind of not following any kind of true decent timeline. So,
hold on.
so
Chris,
I'm kind of like, why haven't we gotten to see LTT?
So Chris makes it so book 4 beginning for sure. Rand scares off Lanford by saying he never loved him and called her real name. So he's starting to get LTT's memories by book 4. I think it is. He starts having conversations by book 5 or 6. I think that's about.
Do we think they're even going to do that?
Yes. The other reason I say yes is because I know the other guy has been. I saw an article where he was doing voice lines. So the guy that they had for the Age of Legends shots, he is on the casting for the show. I think he was just doing voice. I thought I saw an article where they had him coming in doing doing voice lines. So
but
I
we
do
couldn't
think they
have
will
any
do
of
that.
that cool shit in the trailer. No.
Well, no, we have
We had
Rand
to be all
yelling
Moraine.
and more. We got to get sex scenes of Moraine sleeping with Lanfear and.
And I make fun of that shit and it bothers me a lot, but not because of what it is, but because it's in Wheel of Time.
Well,
It
The
just doesn't
Moraine
belong. It doesn't
and
belong.
Swan stuff. No, exactly.
Moraine
just
would
doesn't
rather
belong.
kill
He
herself in the story than ever sleep with anyone affiliated
I
with
don't
the Shadow.
care. I never have. I don't give a crap if it makes sense. But it's just not there. It's just
they could even
it's just not
allude to
there.
it if they wanted to.
You can have it. You just
hello,
don't
friends, and whatever, but it doesn't
Look,
belong in fucking Wheel of. Okay.
It's not a main
Well,
storyline that we need to see scenes of. We're seeing more scenes of Moraine making out with people than freaking Rand, who is in a relationship with 3 girls.
But
Matt, the guy that's a freaking
it got me because it's such a perversion of her noble character from the books, and then you had it as well with Rand being a goth boy in one of the visions. Like
he's a goth boy in 2 of them.
Yeah, I know, but remember, think back to the flickers, right? Like even when Rand was the deepest in madness in all these possibilities, he never ever went to the Shadow. He rebelled against the Dark One in every single one of his visions to some point or another, or he was just absent from the fight, right?
The ones I think the ones where Shadow is involved, he's just not there.
Yeah. I think the closest one someone mentioned, I think it was Pix, was that he sided with Lanfear in one of these possibilities and hooked up and tagged along with her. But I wouldn't classify that as working with the Shadow because Lanfear is working against the Dark One for her own gains most of the time anyway. Like the Dark One's just a means to the end for her, not like a lord or anything. But that corruption of Rand's nobility in every single possible outcome, because he is the only one that the light could use to rebel against the Dark One, is just so.
So I want to ask you guys while I got you here. Do you think they're going to do just a few questions? I'm trying to ask everybody. So first, do we think this is a shot at Matt's hat?
Yes.
I don't know. It's a bit too.
It's not. So I'm not saying it is Matt's hat. I'm saying, is this a haha? Look, it's a cowboy hat, and Matt's not on the waist, so we gave her a cowboy hat.
Like the chess game of the foxes and the snakes, like that kind of nod. Yeah,
like it's not actually like I do, because I don't know if Matt's gonna show up in a hat or not. But the more pertinent question for me is, do you think they're going to forget or ignore that that Rand's Tam's sword melted? Because I'm pretty sure that's Tam's sword.
I think he's just gonna have the sword, and it's not gonna be mentioned where the hell he got it. It's just gonna be there.
Do you think it's gonna be a different sword, or do you think it's gonna be Tam's sword still? Because I think 100% it's gonna be Tam's sword. They're just gonna.
I will put it this way: it would not surprise me if it is.
Well, the other reason
would surprise me. Steve, I know, because I did go down that. I have all of the screen frames from this, and I tried to do some checking, and it's actually very hard. Difficult to tell.
Everything's really blurry, isn't it?
Yeah,
they've blurred out. They blurred the shit out of so much. But this looks a lot like Tam's sword on the floor here. with whatever the
But
fuck
then
she's
it's
wearing
also
here. I don't know what this outfit's all about, but
she's in the okay, so leave it there for a sec. So
sh-
one, even if that is his
she's in
sword,
a dream
it's
or something or
still
vision. Yeah,
right. It's
yeah,
still hard
yeah,
to because it's a vision,
yeah.
right?
Exactly. No, I
But
yeah, I agree with that.
she's in the Amerlin's dress there, Steve. Look, she's got
Is
the
that what that
Amerlin.
is?
Yes, she's the Amerlin there.
What a shitty
I
dress.
swear she's in. And if you look at, I think you have to move it a little bit, but if you look, remember the thing Schwan was wearing on her head in
I see the hat.
Kyrian?
Is that the hat?
It looks like, or something very similar, doesn't it?
The weird peak.
There you go. That's a really good shot of. I mean, what else is she gonna be
What the
except
fuck
the
is that
Amerlin
looking at?
seat there?
How did RJ have better fashion sense for women than a gay guy running a show? I don't
Why?
get it.
Harriet.
And there's so much.
Harriet.
It's on the heron is on the sword right there. Actually, Chris, it's right there. You can see it. It's coming off the blade. This sword is definitely a Tam sword, but what could get away with it is in a vision. So, but that is definitely the heron right there, where he burned himself on it for some reason.
But why is the Amerlin even in a vision with Rand in like
And
the
being stabbed,
land?
who knows? Did he?
Why are they on
kill
Mars
himself?
together?
Like, why are they on Mars? Exactly. Why are we back on Mars? Now you got to remember, Chris, too. If you're talking about the hilt heron disappeared after Turok got killed by fireballs. So the heron on the hilt of the sword was only there for one scene, and then it got smudged off. Everybody remembers that, right?
Oh, do we have any scenes of Rand showing his palms?
No.
Does he have the
I don't think we've
heron
got that
on
close.
his palm? No, I don't think
Well,
we
he's
did
got
either.
Couladin's got his shitty dragons. What do you
Those
guys think?
fucking
Oh,
dragons.
why is he wearing his pants so high? I don't.
Watch where
don't
you
get
put that pointer, Steve.
Yeah. Well, this is
Okay,
so,
wait.
oh,
No,
so now
the
we have
scene you
so
were.
Couladin and Rand are having a muscle off here. They're showing
No,
their
you
they
have to back up. You have
ripped
to
off
go
their shoulder
back
guards.
to
Where am I?
that
Where am
scene.
I?
You have to go back to Galad.
Why? I don't want to see his belly button
Because I
pants.
have a question for you guys.
Okay, hold on. Let me get back. Galad Trakand.
And we have to, yes,
I
yes,
can't find it.
exactly.
Where is it? There it is.
I
Okay.
don't know, because it's only a split second.
He's not near
So-
handsome enough to be Galad. Just saying, but just moving on. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know.
Question.
I know.
He's not.
Well, and again,
He's a decent looking
the
guy,
man,
but like
he is a good looking guy, but
he is. He is.
that right there, I'm like, wait, no, that
that
guy.
is-
They
yeah.
don't. Again, they've made him less attractive than he
Yes.
actually has somehow. I don't know how. Like
Well,
what
right.
Maxim can only
yes.
be the attractive dude in the whole show.
You're right.
The really buff one.
His headshot, we were like, yeah, that could actually be Galad. And here it's like, shave, dude. No, shave.
Well, no, and maybe it's just the angle or whatever. But
Maybe. I don't know.
so here's my question.
Okay.
Do we think, that we know that Matt is supposed to
Very
be in
bad.
Panchico with the Wonder Girls, right?
Yes.
However, Egwene is back at the tower somehow for her testing. I believe Elaine, somewhere in this season, gets her tests. Okay. So if that is the case, and if that little snippet was correct about Moraine and Rand actually being in Tar Valon for some retarded reason. So, do they somehow, all of them, go back to Tar Valon before they really split up and go, to the Waste and Tanchico? So, is Matt currently in Tar Valon somehow? like him putting the dagger on the end of the fucking bedpost, right? Somehow has reactivated his, his darkness, the darkness within.
Oh
So they
god.
drag him back to Tarvalon. They fucking heal him. And
Again.
that's why he looks like he's in a new bathrobe in that one shot.
Why
right?
he has dagger aids again? Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
something, whatever is going on there, right? And so now they're gonna do a Galad versus Matt scene here.
So okay,
I mean,
so
it would let them excuse away the Ashendarai and be like, "Ha, see, it was never meant to be as Ashendarai. It was just a temporary solution to an issue a problem that they were facing in the end of season 2." See?
melting doorknobs and things situation. So it's a good question because if if you just unpack the things we know already, right? So the things we all know already is somewhere in here, Egwene, Moraine, Rand, and Lan are supposed to end up in the Waste. Apparently, there's a scene where they are all together journeying to the Waste. We know that Egwene gets her accepted test. We know that Elaine is in Tarvalon. We know that I almost said Yasna. We know that Nynaeve is in Tarvalon because of she's the witness. So I think they all have to go back to Tarvalon. If they're all traveling together and half of them end up at Tarvalon.
Now I have
right?
seen
Am I
where
or is Rand gonna fuck off ahead and they're gonna catch up? Like that doesn't make sense either.
well, I have seen where I think it was Raves or somebody said at the panel that they are going to be in their quote unquote separate worlds, right? Like Egwene and Moraine.
We talked about it for like
Egwene
4 hours yesterday, Peter. It's terrible. Sorry, go ahead.
like Egwene and Moraine and Rand or whatever, like their little groups.
Yeah.
Really, really aren't going to be together this season. But if you have Moraine and Rand in Tarvalon but not in the White Tower, then that's still very possible, right? Like they're in their separate groups or whatever. So I really kind of wonder because Rafe has said so often, and I know he's a liar and a bullshitter, but he has said so often that he could not wait to do this one particular scene. I don't want him touching it. I really hope they don't do it, but I'm terribly afraid he's going to do it with Galad and Matt.
I think you're probably right. So unpacking all of it, I think they're all going to end up at Tarvalon. They may hide Rand in a house or something and not tell anybody that he's there, or Rand might be sick or some bullshit, and maybe he's sick and that's the fire scene. He sets the bubble of evil shows up and he burns, and they got to run out of Tarvalon. I don't know, but just from where all the pieces are, just from the one trailer, we've seen pictures of Nynaeve in the tower, we've seen pictures of Egwene in the tower, we've seen pictures of Moraine in the tower, we've seen pictures of we've seen them all in the tower, except for Matt, who got like half a second. I guess we haven't seen really Rand in the tower, but it's possible, yes, that they may just all end up at Tarvalon, and the Kuth, the Black Ajah fight happens, and Moraine comes running to get Rand, and they have to flee, but Matt stays behind because he's going with the Wonder Girls.
Yeah, Matt stays when the fight happens again. It's right? Probably what if they try to heal him?
Yeah.
And so he's, in his weakened state, right? And so that's how they're going to justify having a hero of the Horn be, like, oh, he beat Galad kind of crap, right?
Yeah.
And so when everybody else leaves, then, he just stays behind.
So Danny, they're either going to do one of two things. They're either going to ignore it and just warp them there and say, just don't worry about it, and they're just going to be there, or they're just, well, there's several things they could do. They're
They
just
could get on
one could be
Veildon
they
on
could invent
ships.
they could just
They could
invent traveling.
sail.
They could just
Sorry.
invent traveling and go. Two, they could go through the ways, which is possible because the ways. Machin Shin is just a therapist, so it doesn't really matter. But the most likely, no matter what how they tell us they travel there, it'll just be, don't worry about how far away it is. They walked and it's fine.
1 month later.
I don't know. But it'll be they won't concern you. It'll just be like, oh, they're there. Don't worry about it. They made
I
it.
really, really, really want them to take a ship to the Threefold Land.
Matt, why does Matt have neck AIDS?
Okay, so see, now just looking at that picture, because God knows what that picture is, right? But if you look at it, it's kind of like,
It's the only shot he gets.
could that possibly be after his healing? And he's looking, I mean, he always looks like crap, but he really kind of looks like crap in that scene. And like he's just wearing a new bathrobe that like he just took out of the wardrobe because that's all they left him to put on.
I think you're right. We're gonna get the Galad Matt fight, and it's gonna be shit. Chris, I don't know when Couladin and Rand got to Thunderdome, but I don't know why Al Kardal is the size of a Little League baseball field instead of like a giant stadium. Because I guess how many clans are supposed? How many thousands of Aiel are supposed to fit in El Kardal? It's like we're talking like hundreds of thousands, aren't we? Like, is that number too high? It is hundreds of thousands of Aiel that are supposed to be able to fit in El Kardal, isn't it?
It's a lot.
It's a massive amount.
And you notice they went with 8 again.
Yeah.
Is it supposed to be like the Fellowship of the Ring? The 8 clans to go up against the 8 Forsaken?
We get the double down on that, and then the do we get a shot of the shitty tattoo? I don't know. And that's the other thing. Avienda is missing. Like, I don't even know if this is Avienda or not.
Oh, and I think it
for
is.
For all the shit they did to bring Avienda into the show last season, she is glaringly missing.
You think we'll get the igloo scene?
Oh, here. So if for anybody the igloo scene, no fucking way we're getting the igloo scene. So this is Emo Rand 1, and then we have the Emo crew.
I really do think that is him as an ancestor.
You guys are probably right, but or maybe him seeing his future self fucking ruling the channelers. I don't know. Here's the Emo crew. I can't. I hate this so much. I don't care if it's a Moraine vision or not. I hate it.
About being an ancestor, though, like
Alexander have some comments about.
Which does Couladin have 80K followers or something? No. What? No.
So about that being Rand's ancestor, that I would assume it would be an Aiel ancestor, correct? So it just feels weird of him playing himself at what I'm guessing is as a guy Shane in the Age of Legends, while he is also himself as Luce Theron at the same time.
Yeah, that was there. No, they talked about that with Joshua wearing prosthetics and yada yada yada, and
so
him.
Wait, It's
Playing.
so the Aiel in total have 1,000,000 spears. Is that right? I didn't know it was. I knew it was a several hundred thousands. I mean, so that's fine. But like most of them are supposed to fit in Archeon, right? Like that's why they go there because it's huge, and everybody's supposed to be able to fit, right? I'm just asking. Like I could be wrong.
No, no, it should be huge, huge,
Okay, I keep
and
like it's so they
and
have it so tiny in
elevated.
here. It's like it should be like fucking like a giant amphitheater where
Yeah,
right? They don't use it because they don't use
and
it
they're
that much
not
because
down
it's
in the
there.
bottom of the bowl.
Yeah,
No,
no.
no, no, they're not in the toilet bowl.
So okay,
Okay,
so
they're
we
at
don't
least on
need to
the
go.
rim,
We
avoiding
don't need
all
to
the
go over the trailer
STDs.
again, but I'll probably make a trailer video just for fun. But just so
Mule has a point that really
Abby's
is.
probably with
Damn
Perrin in
it!
the Two Rivers,
Damn it, Mule!
possibly. Like it's possible. Like I mean, we see Perrin. Like it's funny. Like, and I've said it a few times, and I know people laugh at me, but it's funny because literally Perrin is the only. Perrin is the closest character to being intact of any of the characters in the show right now. For three simple reasons. One, he finally has his axe, and it actually looks correct. So one, two, he's actually where he's supposed to be, which is in the Two Rivers. Now I know he's got full plate armor on, which makes it silly, but he's actually there. Okay, so he's got his weapon. He's in the Two Rivers. Three, he's screwing Fail, his future wife. So he's actually screwing the right woman. So, so that's the three things. Barrett is the closest to book accurate of anybody because of those three things.
Oh my God! What if they set Avi and Fael against each other like
Instead of
Berlane
Berlane,
and
why not?
Fael?
Yes, that is completely possible. I think that's completely possible.
I'm sorry, but then they need to
Now,
give. Then they
now
need to
Perrin,
give
Perrin shouldn't.
Avienda some tits, okay?
Well, Perrin shouldn't be screwing Fael yet,
Well, we know that.
but
He was just
but he is.
kissing her.
I'm just saying, at least that's actually the character that he should be screwing. That's all I'm saying. That's all. That's right. I mean, right? You know, the Falcon and the Sand Rat. Oof, youch. So I one I've just sort of made because where we I'm gonna close some of these. Where this stream started was from the Screen Rant article, which apparently was completely and utterly false. And whoever wrote the Screen Rant article, I don't know, they glazed over and didn't actually watch the footage.
I don't know. It's kind of bizarre that there's
It's bizarre,
such
isn't it?
two conflicting accounts of that. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But I'm pretty sure, other than a cold open, that's what we're gonna get. We're gonna get
But
the two.
but you're right. It's bizarre because it's just like, how do you get it that wrong? Like Leandrin kills 12 Aes Sedai and runs out in the street and sees Moraine and Rand. It's like, well,
Really,
no, that's not
dude?
what. No, like the
Who's
detailed
the one
synopsis. What?
that consistently reads Screen Rant articles and knows how terrible they
look,
are?
they're ridiculous, but that's just blatant. That's somebody saying, "Hey, I was at the Comic-Con and I witnessed the trailer."
Well, it was AI.
Like, they AI'd that?
I don't know.
There's no
it's
way
very
that, like,
possible.
it's
I don't
bizarre.
know, but
It's crazy that, like, if you saw, like, it's another one of those things. It's like you're hurting yourself more by not just like you saw it, right? Like you were like, why are you writing this? Or they're just making it up and they didn't go and they just saw somebody else write an article and they're like, oh, we need to. It's just wild to me that it's so off. What happened to Berlane then? There won't be a Berlane who? I just realized Alana's one of the good things. One good thing she did was helping the Two Rivers is gone now. How did they make her worse? Well, she she was in the first 2 seasons. That's how. So yeah, Berlane who, yeah, what's up, Frank? So the Perrin dart actually touched the edge of the dartboard. Not, I don't even want to say that because it's like literally, he's still a double he's still a double murderer.
Oh, which, it just occurred to me. I think the scene with the blacksmithing was simply an Easter egg of somebody making Perrin's armor.
For him, right? I wonder. Shit, do I need to bring it up to see if it's his hand? No, I can do that.
Not. It's a white
It's not.
dude.
Is it really?
It's light skin, at least to me.
So it's not even blacksmithing?
at it.
No, we were so close.
Not for any reason except to see, is that Perrin? No, bring it up, Steve, because the lighting in all that is so bad. But
Oh my god!
yeah, no, I'm pretty sure that is not Perrin.
Who does Perrin murder in season 3? That is a great question.
Slayer.
No, the Slayer. By the way, don't name shame him. So 50% think that we're gonna completely ignore the Horn of Valyr.
Well, yeah. Why would they need to mention it? Why?
Because Amaterasu put it up her butt.
No, exactly. So why would they need to even mention it?
So how are they going to get her back to get the horn back? She's just going to, or is she just alive?
She's gonna fly down from the
from heaven, from Arthur Hawkening.
Yeah, she's gonna. If they make it that far, she's just gonna float down and give it to. Spoiler, Oliver.
I can't. We didn't see any. Look. So who?
Or she gives it to Elaine when they meet in the World Dreams and find.
I like that one. There you go.
Yeah, and find Brigitte.
So just to recap, and then we'll finish because you guys are all like, thank you both for coming on and I was expecting this to be like a small stream. Nobody like, thank you so much for everybody for coming and joining in and having some fun. I'm thank you. Like,
oh no, we have another Australian. Oh no,
Amra. Oh come on. Emma's great.
Emma's great. Emma the Australian.
Emma the Australian is great. Leave Emma alone. It's a flashback of parents. It's a flashback of parents' wife. Yeah, it's under his bed.
Oh my god.
That would be so good. It's just like in a chest, and he's like thinking back of her. Fucking, he's in the corner thinking about Egwene, and she's fucking pounding out his armor.
Oh my god, that's actually I give that one at least a 50.
Thinking about Egwene or Rand's butt, one or the other. I don't know which, but
wow.
So real quick, the trailer before we finish up. Who didn't we see? So no Loyal, no Tom.
No Avi that we
no Avienda that could have been Avienda maybe, but we don't know.
Sadly, we did see Min. Unfortunately,
Min. We saw another leather clad Min. Yes.
It's funny because the teaser was going so fast. I thought I had saw Min sleeping with Matt for a second, and I was about to lose my shit.
Oh, that's gonna happen though. You know that's gonna happen.
But it was just Perrin munching on some random woman.
Yeah, that's Fail. That's Perrin and Fail, dude.
That is Fail. We don't really know if we saw Swan or not, because there's that really fast.
Oh no, we saw. Swan was there in the makeout scene. Swan was there.
That's right. That's right. But who's
that could be
on the Amerlin seat?
No, is she?
I think that's Swan and is she?
No. Okay. Shy. Okay, Shy. You're gonna make me go back. I'm going back.
No, Shy. That is the.
The scene of the Forsaken is actually not the Forsaken. It's the woke crew. I guess. What are we calling it? The
That's the
The
goth crew where Matt
goth
got
crew.
that
The goth crew.
has that goth outfit on.
It's the main characters with goth clothes with tight leather. You know, because we're obsessed with fucking leather on the show. You know, there's
I
gimps in
hate
Rand's
that
bedroom.
Lanfear outfit so much.
It's so bad.
They
like,
love it so much. I don't get it. It's so bad.
Right. Yeah, that's right. You're exactly right. They love it. It's horrible. So this
Well,
is
I could
from
accept
right
it
to
a
left.
little
You got
bit if they get
Rand.
rid of her damn hat.
You got goth, emo, punk rock in America, Rand with shorts and lip ring, Egwene, and
I can't see that
reggae
without
leather
seeing Haley.
whips and chains.
Haley, what's her
Nynaeve.
name?
You have Queen of
From
Mars.
DC.
What's that?
I can't. Not yeah. That Haley
She got
Quinn.
a metal thing in her lip there.
That's what that looks like to me. Is it's like, yeah. That's why this so much reminds me of some weird Joker rave crap.
Yeah, it's
Rob
Well, so
Zombie.
I want to
Queen of
ask
Mars.
the woman here. Sorry.
Hold on 1 sec.
Yeah.
We got emo Rand. We got punk rock in America. Egwene with her lip ring. We have dominatrix Nynaeve, Queen of Mars, Leandrin or Lanfear. Then we have I guess Severus Snape Matt. I guess Road Rage, fucking Mad Max, Elaine, and then we have Gandalf the Perrin with Mogideon the Spider in the back, torturing Moraine.
So I want to ask the one woman on the panel.
Yes. What would you like to know?
Is it an offense on you that apparently Lanfear has only one dress in her wardrobe she can put on?
Yes, you want to know why?
No.
Because Lanfear is the queen of gorgeous outfits.
Yeah.
Okay.
She is. She should have the best
why.
wardrobe ever.
And have we even seen her in all white?
No, of course not. Or anything to do with moons at all? No. She hasn't mooned us once. God damn it.
Oh, that's what the headdress is supposed to be about.
The Slayer is Moraine with how many people she ices. You might be right. She is slaying. She's
slaying the puss, man.
Yeah, she is slaying. She is.
Okay, so do you guys think I'm horribly afraid that Dane is actually right about Moraine is the one that's going to bring the rains to Africa?
100%. 100%.
Are you talking about this right here?
No. You know the scene where they're in the desert?
Yeah.
Which one? Hold on.
It's at the beginning, more towards the beginning.
Yeah, right there. I just passed it after the chode.
This?
Yes. Because who else?
I'm just trying to look at her silhouette here. That doesn't look like Moraine. That doesn't look like Rosenpike.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be a wise one, I don't think.
Why not?
What the hell would they be doing?
They're just saying hello to the sun.
That's their good morning ritual.
That's their good. It's like they're doing yoga. They're just like, "Hello, sun. Hey."
I don't
also,
know.
if you need to draw power from the elements to use weaves, how are they conjuring water in the desert?
I mean, it could be this. It could be this, but I don't think so because of how close together they are. I think you're meant to think. I think you're supposed to think that's her using this crystal ball of jizz.
Choden call, yeah.
The Choden call, yes. Sorry,
yep.
I am not convinced about that one.
What?
I don't know.
That this is a Choden call? I don't know. I'm not 100% sure on it either, but I mean, it's possible. But her in that dress does not look the same as that dress. Pause.
No, I don't think it's necessarily like the same scene. you know, but it's
I'm not
just
sure
like
that's.
what
You know what? It
the
could. The more I'm looking at it, the more it does look a little bit like Rosen Pike.
I mean, they love to mislead in their trailers
They
anyways,
do.
but
Well,
it's also like, what have they shown us that would lead us to believe Rand would be the one to do that?
it's not.
I
It's
mean,
definitely
they
not
had
Rand.
Moraine channeling the fucking dragon.
So it's either. I think it's either Moraine or Egwene. Because Egwene, did all her, earthquake
Yeah.
shit with the Adam
Well, and they did
item.
give the Wonder Girls the killing of all the Trollocs. They
Oh wait,
gave
no,
they
but
gave
they
them
hold on,
Rand's moment there.
they have no, I take that back. They have it's Moraine. It's Moraine. Look at her hair.
Yeah, but Egwene's got long hair too.
No, they got Egwene's. Look, they got it short. Egwene's.
Do they? That
Yeah,
could
look
just
at
be.
it's her hair shoulder length. I don't know. It's one. I think it's one or the other. I'd have to see. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
I could actually see them give that to Egwene because they have
I could
taken
too.
so many of Rand's moments and given it to the Wonder Girls.
Yes,
I
I
am gonna
did
be
love Dane's comment about
so
her
mad if they do that.
putting her crown on sideways. I did. That was a good one. But
I just thought
So
that was
who
her in
is
the tower
she?
wait,
playing
is that
Queen.
Leandrin sitting on the
Well,
Amberlin seat?
that's what I
Is that
can't
is that
figure
Egwene?
out.
That's Egwene next to her, sitting on the.
I didn't look at that one that close.
Neither did
But
I, but that's definitely Leandrin, and that's definitely
who?
Egwene.
That's
Definitely both of them.
Leandrin sitting there?
Oh yeah, look at that powerful jawline. Look at it.
I can't see that close.
It's refracting the
Or
light of
is
the
it?
camera.
Or is it Leanne?
I'm almost positive it's her.
I don't know.
It's just matching up with what she's wearing, and yeah, I don't know when or how this will be, but Nynaeve's only shot in the trailer too is just this. Nynaeve got fucked over too, if we're being fair.
Well,
Right?
she
This is
also
the
got the golf shot.
this is
All of
literally
them
the
got
only
that.
Nynaeve shot is this, her just being like pissed off, and then it's like, oh man.
I can't get past
I
what
can't
she's
even
wearing.
like. Oh.
Yeah, it's.
Okay, I gotta get up. So yeah. What, did you have any more trailer questions while we're here?
I don't.
Hey, it's Avis and
Oh,
Dora, guys.
actually, I do. Now that you bring that up,
Huh?
everybody keeps referring in the comments where I've seen people talking about this, and they keep talking about, oh yeah, they're doing the glass columns. Okay, I think they're doing stone columns, little stone obelisks.
Yeah, well, that's what those are. I think you're right. I don't think.
I'm not seeing any. I mean, it could be the lighting and stuff, but I'm like, those don't look like glass columns to me.
Yeah, I don't think they're just gonna do fucking smoky, eerie stuff.
And it's probably CGI'd.
I don't think it's gonna be columns at all, because there's every one of these scenes where they're walking through this blue haze is them in Roydion. So I don't, let's get some more screaming, guys. Woohoo! My favorite thing though is what if this isn't Roydion at all? What if this is Rand taking them to have a visit with Pedro now in Altara?
You know who that is standing beside Rand?
That's
Ruark.
Yeah. I don't know
I
why
didn't
Ruark.
realize that, but
Yeah, I think that's
I
probably
came
well.
across something
We're
that
making
said that.
assumptions, but that's who I assumed it was because it's the only male. It's the only male male I yield standing there. The rest of them are all girls in land.
I don't know. I never pictured Ruark to be that
That's not how
like
I pictured
buff.
Rourke at all. Rourke, I always fix thin, like very like
Yeah, lean and tough
swimmer strong,
and
right? Just like
yeah.
very, just like not even lanky, but like sort of tall and just strong, but thin strong, right? Looks like a Ninja
I
Turtle. You're
do
right.
actually kind of think Avienda might be in that shot.
It's possible it's her.
And a wise
Yeah.
woman.
Well, there's two wise ones. One, two, and then there's 5 maidens and Rourke, and then land.
Well, I wonder if one of those isn't Egwene and they put her in
One of these two hooded,
Aiel garb. Yeah.
maybe possible. Very, very possible. I agree with that. But we're not in Roydion. This is Altara. Um, the
Huh?
the
What
children of
if
the
it's
light.
Cold Roxhold?
Look, no, the children of the light are working overtime. They got their kids out there making
Oh
smoke.
my god.
Like this is a defense. This is a defense against intruders. They got their brazers out there.
No, maybe it's Ruidian, but they've contracted with the White Cloaks.
They contract out the smoke. As part of the White Cloak income, we've contracted out 20 more boys to make cloud cover for Roydion. There you go.
They've made
Oh,
them,
God.
what is it, Gaishan?
Guy Shine, yeah, exactly. Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
Oh
because
boy,
they
well,
failed so poorly in Falme
it's
that,
so bad. It's yeah, yeah. You three, you failed us. You gotta go live in the waste. Oh man, I snorted. All right, well, thank you
that's a
guys
good way
very
to
much
end, Steve.
for hanging out. Like, we'll see if there's any more news. Thank you so much for hanging out. So just for a treat, I know we're beating this to death, but at some point, I think Nathan, Will / Alex, and me are gonna take a look at the trailer again during a prime time instead of being late at night. Even though these late night streams have been amazing, you guys are. Thank you so much for being here. It's been wonderful. So thank you for the support. Thank you for being here. We're gonna have some fun up till March 13th. Well, it's March 13th. Who would have thought?
There's good things coming out before then.
Is
So
there?
at least as far as I'm concerned, there is.
No,
I
that's a genuine
no,
question.
I
I'm not.
know. No.
Yeah.
I think God, I do think there's actually some good movies coming out this month, but I can't remember right
Okay.
now. But I know you haven't watched it yet. Severance season 2 is coming out
Severance, I know,
in
and you guys keep,
January. They just released right before the Wheel of Time one came out. They literally just released the season 2 trailer, and it looks
Okay.
really freaking good.
Okay. Yeah, I got to check them out.
And then Reacher season 3 is coming out in February.
Yep. Yeah,
So,
more Silo. That's for sure.
yeah, and I'm actually enjoying Dune Prophecy. I know
I haven't.
Salty and I would
haven't.
get into an argument about it, but I
I
am
like.
enjoying it.
I like Travis Fimmel. I think he was the best part of the second episode for me. I haven't seen the other 2 episodes yet, so I can't really comment. But
I saw
I'm worried about
3. It was 3 was okay. It was all
I
backstory.
mean, it's like
Pretty
the biggest thing
much.
for me, Dune has been more just sort of like I don't think it's like horribly bad, but it's just like need a little bit. I just for an origin story of the Bene Gesserit, I wanted a little bit more explanation how their powers work personally. Other
I
than
don't
it's
feel
just
like we
we might-
needed backstory for the Bene Gesserit, though. Like that's
What's that?
the least thing we needed coming from the
well,
movie.
I'm not saying that I don't necessarily disagree with that, but that's the
Yeah.
show they're doing, so they need
Yeah.
to do the work. That's all. Like,
Yeah.
if you don't want to do that, that's fine. Like, it works for Dune because they're an established organization 10,000 years in the making. So I don't need to know how they know, because they've been doing it for 10,000 years. If this is supposed to be the origin of them and being able to do the talkie thing, you getting mad and going into another room and then coming out and being able to control people's minds because you're angry doesn't really work for me. I just sort of need a little bit more information, just because it's an origin story. But like I said, I've
really
only seen the first
intrigued
two. I
with,
haven't seen any. I haven't seen any more. So I don't.
I'm really intrigued with. I can't remember the character's name, but the guy that came from Arrakis.
Yeah,
the
that's
one
Travis Fimmel. That's Travis
is that?
Fimmel. Yeah,
I'm very intrigued by that
yeah,
character.
he's the best.
actually.
He's my favorite part of the show so far. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
so
But let's see what else. Somebody mentioned Skeleton Crew, Alexander in chat.
that's the Star Wars.
I've been
thing,
watching that, and it is really cute. I
I
mean, it's doing what I think it's set out to do, which is kind of be that. What have I called it? I've said it's like Treasure Planet meets the Goonies meets the Explorers. You know what I mean? It's got so far. It's just been a fun watch. It just has. So that one's been good. And
Secret Level
you
comes
guys
out soon,
also got me sucked into Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Well, yeah, but that's not the show. We need a show.
No, Seth, what's his name, is supposed to be putting together a TV series. That is actually right up his alley.
It could be good. I know it's Alan talked to Dinneman quite a bit. Sounds like it, Dragonsteel. So there's more stuff coming for Carl. Carl's great. It's fantastic.
Yeah, so that's after the first of the year for book 7. And I know Pips has already finished 6. Jesus. So he's waiting for 7.
we flew through I flew through Carl so fast, it was unbelievable.
Oh yeah, I know.
I blazed through. I'm waiting I have the book. I just need to either find some time to sit down and read it, or listen to it when it comes out in February, because that'll be
so there are some good
listening
things.
to it is so good. So listen to that. Is the audiobooks are so great. It's amazing. So
yeah,
I may just wait.
Some good things along the way here. They're not all.
Yeah, no, there's a few things that
terrible stuff, and once in a while, I know somebody, if they've seen it, will probably give me crap about this, but I've fought a really bad cold all week, so I've actually had more time off of
to
work
watch. Yeah, I've been there. I've been there. Yeah.
And so I've been. I actually came across on Prime. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm not killing my Prime because
Secret Level's on Prime. That's coming out on the 10th.
So much. You know what? You can actually subscribe to Apple TV through Prime now.
Yeah.
Because I don't have Apple products, so
I think you can.
It's not real cooperative with my other devices.
Subscribe to all the major networks through Prime now.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But
Good night, Chris.
But on Prime, I'm pretty sure it was on Prime. I found the new series they did about Alex Cross.
It's just called Cross, right?
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, I started watching it.
The lead guy's a good actor. I know who you're talking about. I saw it pop up.
I kept hearing his voice, and I'm like, I know that voice. Is that the dude from Leverage? And it is indeed the dude from Leverage.
Yeah, he's getting in. He's a good actor. Yeah,
loved him. Yeah. So actually, I binged that whole series, and it's.
Did you?
I mean, just like with James Patterson, I do find some flaws in his stuff, but it was really entertaining.
Okay, well, I might have to check, because I saw that. I did see that pop up. I wasn't sure. I hadn't heard anything about it, so it was one of those.
There's a couple things in it that
I don't. Did you? Have you? I actually was surprised. Some of the seasons of The Lincoln Lawyer on Netflix, I actually enjoyed too.
Yes. Oh, there's this crazy series on Netflix that we watched that I can never remember the name of. I'm gonna have to look it up.
Oh,
Kai
okay.
and I watched it a while back. It was either last year or this year release. I
Uh-huh.
think this year, but it was about a bunch of like special agents from different agencies
Okay.
who like are brought together to locate a bomb in Las Vegas and yada yada yada, right? Like take down the bad
Mhm.
guy.
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
they think that they completed their mission, so they have this crazy party in Vegas. Like we're talking
And then
drugs,
it blows up.
alcohol, insane, and then yes, it turns out their mission
Huh.
is not complete. And it's freaking
Hmm.
insane. It really is. It's totally
No,
crazy.
look, there's good stuff out there. Just sometimes it takes some digging. So I got to get caught up on Silo. I got to get caught up. I got to check out Severance. I know you keep trying to push me into that one, so I gotta get that
It's a
done too.
slow burn. It's not
Oh,
you
that
know what
doesn't
I
mean
mean?
it's yeah,
No, but I mean, as long as you go in with the expectation of,
yeah.
okay, I'm really not going to know a lot of what the hell is going on here. What are these people doing? Why are there baby goats in a room in an office building? Why are there, and that's really not a spoiler because you don't fucking know. Okay. There's, oh, and
Uh,
it's a kind of very liminal space type of setup, but it's really freaking good. I mean, it really is,
cool.
and it
Well,
looks
I'll
like
have to
in
check it out.
season 2 they're gonna start answering some shit.
Well,
So,
that's always the thing with that's why Silo's been good. Little mystery with some answers. That's how I like it. Right?
mhm,
Give me some answers with my mystery, and I'll be happy.
yeah.
Aldan, don't my man. Don't worry about him. He likes to pop in and call us all sad, so it's okay. It's a little sad that he's coming into somebody else's stream to call people sad. So we find enjoyment in hanging out
What?
together.
He pops in and starts talking about that when we're actually sitting here and have been talking for the last 15 minutes about the stuff we like. Dude,
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I
It's
know,
just
but you
Guess
know
what?
me.
When no
it's
one
You
watches it,
know
it's gonna
me,
get canceled.
Steve. I'm going to push back
I
against
look.
somebody. So
I
stop
appreciate
watching
all that.
us and
Yeah, exactly.
popping
It's
in to
like
give us crap if you don't
like
like it.
guess like that's I enjoy talking shit about Wheel of Time. So there you go. So there you go. There's also a lot of shows I enjoy, and we talk about it from time to time. So that's it. So
And good book
from how
series.
is From?
And,
I saw Zax was talking about From. I didn't. Is it a horror show? From?
So
yeah,
From is another creation by the creators of Lost.
Okay.
I
Oh, that because he's the same actor from Lost. He plays
Yeah,
what's his right?
yeah. So
Michael.
my issue with
the
it and
guy
why
that played
I'm not
Michael.
watching it is because I have a feeling how they're pacing everything that you're not meant to learn anything new. You're only supposed to get more
Are they in
mysteries.
purgatory, Ethan?
Listen, anything's possible. You learn less each episode. You know less. It's just I'm waiting until it either gets canceled or it's finished to watch it all because you're not going to get any answers until the last episode.
Those are those are the ones that are sort of you got to give me something. That's why I'm finding Silo to be so good. Is the main character actually she's a person. Right,
Oh.
she's I like the second. I think it was the second episode. No, third episode. I enjoyed the third episode so much because she starts learning stuff about the other Silo, and then when she finds out what happened, she's like, "I got to get the fuck back there, or all the people I know are gonna kill themselves." Right? It's like, wow, that's an actual fucking real. Like somebody would actually make that decision. Like it's like, yay! Like people
I
making
read
sense, right?
I
It's
read
like,
Silo a bit ago, but I can't remember much of what happens in it.
well,
I've read all
season 2
three.
is
I
out
read
now.
all
That's
three
all.
a long time ago when he was still self-publishing those things.
Well, what Alan said
They're
is pretty
they're
decent
good.
to
It is.
to
It
the
is.
book too. Yeah, so
Yeah, they've done it with From. I watched the first season
Mhm.
and it sucked me in because I like that kind of stuff anyways.
Yeah.
The weird paranormal setups where you're like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yep.
Wait, what? I
But
can't. Now these people are in this town, but if
they
you
gotta
try to
deliver
drive
on some
out,
of that
you
though, right?
can't
Because
get
it's just
out.
like,
And then we
yeah,
have zombies or vampires or something bizarre going on and shit. But yeah, like Artie said, I did try. I think I've watched 3 of season 2,
mhm.
and it's kind of like, yeah, it's just the same shit.
It's
Kind of
just
like with
polar
the
bears
smoke
and black goo
monster in
monsters. Yeah.
Lost, where you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah. It's like, oh,
what?
yeah,
Wait,
it's
when
like
am I ever gonna find out what any of this shit
yeah,
is,
it's like sea
right? You
monsters and
know?
polar bears and big 4-footed things on an island. It's like, oh,
I still
what?
love Lost. I can't help it. And
I
I
yeah.
didn't watch it until like 3 years ago.
There's still something about Lost, but yeah, it was a little yeah. No, I know. Hell, I've watched some of it on reruns just because
Mhm.
Evangeline Lilly is amazing. Okay, sorry.
Oh, ew. I really don't like her in that.
I liked
I
her in that.
know.
In that, I liked her, but
I didn't for some reason, but
I
that's
get it. No,
okay.
no, I get it
You
though.
know.
No, no, hey man, to each their own, right? But, all right,
Yeah, but a
but
lot of the
I
characters in that are
really, we
kind
could
of
probably talk forever, but I gotta go to bed because I gotta be up at six
okay.
a.m. So
Oh, good God.
yeah, no, well, like
Dude,
I
what are
expected
you
this to be like a short.
doing?
Well, I expected to be like a short stream. I didn't know like everybody was gonna be so interested, which I'm very happy. We had a lot of fun. You guys are awesome, and thank you,
I don't know
Artie.
if
And
I would use the word fun, but
we did have fun. We have fun making fun of this shit. Like we do. It's infuriating and it's
yeah.
hard, but we look.
I
We have
do,
fun
just because
together.
you're a big stick in the mud,
Oh
Artie.
yeah, I'm the stick in the mud. Yeah.
Look,
Well,
look.
thanks for having me on, Steve.
Yeah, always
It's
a
been a
pleasure, guys.
while.
Both of you. Yeah, it has been. So thank you for popping in and especially on these late ones, it makes it easier. So thank you so much. I
Red
appreciate you
toast in the
both.
mud.
Chat, you guys are awesome as always. Thank you for the support and keeping those bad actors at bay. I love you guys. And we will catch you soon. As soon as there's more news, we'll keep it rolling. So,
Yeah, stay tuned. They might drop something in like Taiwan or
what?
some obscure place in the Middle East. Maybe like
What are you talking about?
He's being snarky about the fact
what did I
that they
just miss?
dropped it in Brazil.
Yeah, you might want to pay attention to what's happening in Turkey, Kazakhstan.
Oh, in Turkey. Okay, I got you. Sorry,
yeah.
It's just late. So yeah, Turkey or somewhere Madagascar or something, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, Morocco. Morocco may be on the list. Yeah.
Sweet. I'll keep the satellite flying, just for you. All right, I'm going to bed. Thank you guys so much. Very
Sleep
much.
well and wake, everybody.
Yeah. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
This stream is brought to you by. Have you ever been misunderstood? A puppy in a rage monster's body? Well, we here at Trollocs Lives Matter believe there is a human inside all of us. And
they were effectively genetically engineered war tools.
TLM, because even
nightmare fuel
needs